Site.
Hey! Good morning, everybody. Hello! Hi, Scott.
Howdy, sir.
Rafe, hi. Lern, hello.
Hi.
Moon.
Hey, energy
Hola.
up, dude.
Oh, I'm wearing my Energy Up shirt today.
You're darn right you are.
Uh-huh. Energy Up.
Cute.
Well, today's a big day. I need all the energy I need.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or all the energy I could get.
What's happening today?
Well, we've got an NHRA driver coming in. We've got my buddy Luke Spencer coming in from the YouTube channel Rocked. We got Craig's Freak of the Week. Playoffs round 2. So let's get to it, guys. Let's do it. It's Thursday.
Yeah.
It's almost the weekend. We all feeling good? Rafe, you got a show at the Funny Bone tonight?
Funny Bone starts tonight. Weekend starts tonight, 7:30. 7:30.
After a very successful premiere of your stand-up special last night on YouTube.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. Thanks for everybody. There were some Rizz folks on that in the live chat. Thanks, everybody, for supporting. It was good, man. I am happy. We exceeded our expectations for the amount of views on a Wednesday night and a live chat. Pushing 20K.
That's awesome.
Day one. That's a good sign, brother.
Yeah, so I had you on the big screen.
Yeah.
You know, in the house, and very handsome.
Ah, yes.
Very, very handsome, man. You had your little schoolboy haircut going.
Oh, my God, the hair. Yes. I like your hair longer, which is all I've known you in. So to see you so, like, cut up and, like, beautiful, I was like, what? Because I also had him on the big screen.
That's standard, Rafe. You caught me in a weird transition. That was out of the box, Rafe, for a long time. I mean, I've had the same haircut. That's why my hair is having a hard time growing long, because I literally had the same haircut for like 15 years.
Yeah.
Not much deviation.
Yeah, and that was shot at the Wildie, right?
The Wildie in Edwardsville, yeah. It's a cool venue, man, and it looks good as a special.
Loved the part with Blake in the audience.
Oh, Blake in the
Won't
audience.
give
Yeah,
too much
shout out
away.
to Blake.
Shout out to Blake, my boy.
But you were on Chelsea Lynn's YouTube channel for the premiere, and you guys did a little open, and then you cut to the special, and it opens with you, I guess, in your dressing room.
Yeah.
And the special is called Young Grandpa, and you transform from young Rafe to old Rafe.
In the reflection.
Oh, the special effects.
That's pretty cool, right?
What was
That
the budget on that?
Shoestring, but we got it. There's some talented people in St. Louis, man. The people that produced my special, Dan Allen and Josh McNew here in the building, and there were some people that, when I did the 90s sitcom we were talking about,
Yes.
some hair and makeup people that worked on that. It's all like when you work with talented people and you're kind and they're kind, everybody, I called in every favor I had, dude. And people were like, it was nice because I had no money, but people were like, we want to help you. We like you.
Yeah.
And this is a cool project. So it was like I had some practical effects, and people came in and made me look old. And then a guy named Adam Huber, who owns Splice House here in St. Louis, him and his brother, he did a little bit of magic for me and did a little bit of CGI. So when I look in the mirror, I look like old Joe Biden Rafe.
Yeah, you looked, young Rafe to old Rafe, and I go, whoa, look at this. What have we got? George Lucas's company on this?
That was the first live that my husband, so Tim and I are watching it
Was
last
Industrial Light and Magic?
It's a little closer to the CGI they used in The Flash, but yeah.
Tim loved it, man. We both were just so proud, and like I've never had a friend that had a comedy special, so it was really exciting to watch it like live, like the countdown started, and
Well, let's just say somebody with a comedy special.
what? He's my friend.
Oh.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
Ouch.
Really,
Are you jealous?
Really dark
What's
in
up?
the room, bud.
That's my job. It was a very successful premiere, and I was in the chat, and it's weird to have a YouTube chat going during a comedy special.
Yeah.
Because people are chatting, and you're trying to pay attention to the chat and the person talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably some diminishing returns.
I had to shut it off.
That's good. I'm glad you did. Some people like it. I wanted to have both options. Some people were going to want to some people like to engage, and I knew Chelsea would be on the channel with me, with her fans.
I saw King Scott checking in.
Yeah.
King Scott checks in
we
on
had
there.
some
Heath, my wife and I.
podcasts. It was nice because I had some inside jokes running from everything I do. We had some Rizz folks dropping some podcast titles that only we would get. And then I had some people from Slop City podcast dropping some Slop City catchphrases, and you know, it was so many people that I couldn't keep up, which was like, that's what you want, man.
That's a good problem.
Yeah, good problem to have.
Awesome problem.
So everybody go watch Rafe's special, Young Grandpa. It's on YouTube.
It's live, baby. Don't do it now. Listen to us right now.
Oh,
go after later today.
Yeah, go later today.
10:01.
Or and listen, do it at the same time is fine too.
Yeah. Get in that live chat. No, I'm just kidding. There is no live chat now. But if you do watch it, leave a comment, a nice comment. Leave a nice comment, or just don't watch it. And like it. It helps me. It's going to help. It's a grassroots thing. And if I'm trying to beat the algorithm, and Team Rizz can help with that. So if you have time and you watch it, do it.
I don't mean to turn it negative, but it's not about you. And I guess I missed this woman in the chat. I guess she was being
at the beginning, dude.
Was being an a-hole.
Yes, of course. Yes.
So to watch Rafe's YouTube thing, you had to go to it specifically. Like you had to, I'm going to watch Rafe's thing, so I'm going to go to YouTube and type in Rafe or Chelsea and go there. Like you're not being tied to a chair and like Clockwork Orange, have your eyes.
Right.
Have your eyes opened.
In the premiere,
with these mechanical devices.
The premiere is not being served to anyone.
No.
You had to seek it out.
Right.
Yeah. It's not U2's album.
It's not YouTube yet. Now it might get served to you, but last night.
So a woman was in there and just saying, I don't find him funny. First of all, it didn't even start yet.
Wow.
During the countdown. She was trashing the special that had not aired yet.
This 3 is not funny.
Dude.
This 2 is not funny.
Yes. 4 minutes and 32 seconds. What's funny about that?
Yeah, there was
lady, that is a countdown
There was
clock.
a countdown for it to begin. Like, you a-hole.
Right.
Why? Like, what's going through that woman's head? Did you wrong her in some way?
No, I saw some people hopping on her. It was nice because there were so many cool people in the chat. They just let her have it. And then she bailed. And then Chelsea deleted her comment. People were saying in the chat, like, hey, this lady is so-and-so. She's a troll. I've seen her on all these other. She's just a hateful, spiteful piece of crap. And, like, they started really going in on her. And she's like, you guys are mean. And I'm like, oh, how's it feel?
Oh,
Right.
she said?
Yeah.
I wasn't in there.
She
when
got her
was in
feelings
there.
hurt. Of course, that's every troll, dude. Every troll.
Wow.
Like, they
when
love...
You know, when you call them out, it's, dude, just
Well,
jokes,
just
man.
jokes, man.
Am I not allowed to have an
Jokes.
opinion? Yeah, but
just
can you
my
have
opinion.
it's not even an opinion because you're not. It's a position, but it's not an opinion yet because you haven't watched the thing to have an
Right, it
opinion.
hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But
that's
it's
like
a new type of comedian.
that's the internet, dude. That is like, it's the internet. You're never going to escape it. But it was 99.9% positive. So I was happy.
Yeah, of course. But somebody could say the most hateful thing to you, and you go, "Hey, man, what's up with that?" And they go,
Can't
why don't
take
you
it.
why don't you get a thicker skin?
What?
Okay.
Yeah, because we're all punching bags. We just live
Right.
to
Here we
be
are.
punched.
And then I try to jump into the mind of somebody like that, and then I wind up hurting myself.
Well, you feel pathetic. You go, oh my God. You jump into their soul for a second. You go, oh, this is the most pathetic place on earth.
No, yeah, I just want to know why. I want to know what would cause this woman to take time out of her, I'm sure, very busy day.
Like, who hurt
Maybe in
you?
between surgeries because she's a surgeon.
Right.
Hey, don't you feel like
I got 5 minutes. I'm just going to troll Rafe.
do you ever have, I mean, I think it's natural to feel all of these things, and all of us feel it in different ways and different intensities. But don't you find it fascinating sometimes and kind of interesting? Kind of like, wow, that's kind of cool.
Kind of cool that what?
That's somebody's, I don't know, paying attention so intensely,
Right.
that they have that kind of like reaction, or not even a reaction because nothing's happened yet. So they're just like a feeling.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
You missed
No,
this
I'm
last
unimpressed.
Friday. Yeah, there's a guy named, I think you missed, were you here Friday? Last Friday?
Yeah.
No, you weren't. You were in Denver.
I was in Denver.
Larry on Lee May?
Oh, yeah. I heard. I heard.
Oh, yeah. Larry on Lee May hates us so much that he's got the Rizz Show is the worst radio show in St. Louis in his like profile.
Like
Yeah.
I totally understand it. If you,
Thank you. Hey, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
I don't know.
Love you, Larry.
Is this your homework, Larry?
I totally understand it if you like
Larry on Lee May.
you make a product or something that like puts other people out of business or something, but like with
Sure.
entertainment, it's so fascinating to me. And I remember the first time, this is like not pre-internet, but I don't know, where people can react to your videos and that kind of stuff, and you saw that. And I remember the very first time I ever saw like an intense pushback on something that I created, which remember, like it's just music, man. It's just comedy. It's
You don't have
just
to like
radio.
it. Yeah.
You know, like we're just trying to entertain. We were playing in L.A. Scott, you might have been there. Huge show. Like band was doing great. And you remember those guys that used to protest? You know that guy that always has the cardboard.
Changed my mind.
Well, like the guy that stands out in a line that has like a cardboard thing up there and it says like normalize this or whatever the heck it was.
Yeah.
There was a group that was like standing on milk crate boxes and had a thing and was talking about why our band sucked in front of our sold out line of like 3,000 people in LA.
Incredible.
Well, what did you do?
We didn't do anything?
So why did they pick your? Does this group
It was what
do that to every band that plays there?
I don't know. That's why it was so
Or
fascinating.
do they specifically single you
I
guys out?
was walking by the venue and there was this line and the guy was like, this band sucks and this is why. This Page Avenue record sucks and blah blah blah. And they were just like going like preaching. You know.
Well, what's funny is you guys are goofballs, so the fans probably thought, man, this is so cool. The band has this group out here doing this, protesting their own show. It's hilarious. I love these guys.
It was so fascinating.
Yesterday, I got so over the weekend since I had COVID and I was at home, I was like doing throwback photos and I found like my first tattoo I ever got. And I posted that just because our audience has tattoos and I thought I got nothing else to post. And I posted it. And yesterday, and a lot of people we were all giving each other crap because it was like a tramp stamp and it was Brandon Boyd had drawn this Hindu Om that I loved. And I loved that Om stood for like the first sound that God ever made in Hindu religion. Anyway, I had a comment yesterday from a guy who I don't know, so it could be a bot, but this was like really specific and it really triggered me because I haven't gotten this type of comment before. He commented on the picture and he said, "It's good you are not here in India, otherwise you will be beaten hard, as that is our holy sign, an Om." And I was like,
oh, that's not a bot. That's somebody specifically.
That's somebody specific, but I'm like, whoa, man, like, I hadn't thought about it, like, open my eyes, like, oh yeah, if I ever go to India, like, and they saw
I better not show my tramp stamp.
I better not show my tramp stamp of this, holy symbol. But I thought, okay, this is like a very specific way. And I thought about like, I could be beaten in another country because of what I have on my ass.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you'll be canceling your India trip.
I will be.
Well, I mean, I remember thinking, wow, these guys, there's like 3 of them. They spent their day here. They took time out of their day to come down here. And the same thing, that gal went to that page and commented on your special before it started.
Before it started.
Like, I mean, she took
I could almost
time,
understand after.
Took time to go there. Like, I think that is one of the more fascinating things.
Well,
I think it's super interesting.
It's a mental. I mean, this woman.
Yeah, man.
It's a mental thing.
But I do think it's a cool sign, and I think it's a feather, and I think it's a feather.
Sure,
You should put it in your cap and go, "Hey, I'm doing so well that people hate it," and that's a good thing.
Yeah, you're hitting a nerve.
It's a good thing. What are you going to do? Change humans? Like, humans are freaking weird and they're hateful.
Like Larry on Lee, man. I don't think we're ever going to change his mind.
Right, a small percentage. So when you do something that's so great and that small percentage, like, grows or shows, I don't know. You got to.
I've always said,
I would take that as a badge.
In comedy specifically, I've always said if you don't have a few people hating you, you're probably not saying something interesting.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing nothing if everyone loves you.
If you're too middle of the road, you're too bland. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not down with like vitriol for the sake of vitriol. I'm like, I get it. There's things I don't like. For instance, like I told King Scott earlier, I'm like, maybe I'm not a huge Kings of Leon guy. That's fine. If Kings of Leon come up in a conversation, which I do like Kings of Leon, but I'm just using them as an example. It comes up in a conversation, I'd be like, yeah, not my thing. Talking to my friends. I'm not going to go to a Kings of Leon live at Red Rocks premiere. Find it. Just to crap on Kings of...
Jump in the chat.
Jump in the chat. Right. Watch something I don't want to watch. Waste my time.
Right.
Jump in the chat while their opener's on and be like, this performance from Kings of Leon's trash. And they're like, they haven't gone on yet. Yeah, but it's trash. Trust me. It's like, that is... that is like shallow and vindictive and just like it's so dull and lame.
But it's weird, right?
It's lame.
It's so fascinating.
And you can't.
It's weird.
And you try to ask why, but you're never going to find an answer.
You're wasting your life on stuff that you like. I guess if you get off on that and that's like your kink, cool, I guess. But like you're wasting.
No, it's
you're
a way
wasting
of
your life.
It's a way of making themselves feel better.
This is
dude,
the crews that used to come out to the shows and they come over to the merch booth and they would tell me. They're like, yeah, Story of the Year sucks. And you're like, well, they're headlining the show.
That you're
so your
at.
money's going towards them.
You're
yeah,
at.
dude, but I'm here for the first band
Okay,
only.
well, get the hell out of here.
Okay,
and that's fine. And that's fine
cool.
too. That's
That's good.
great. We're not all supposed to like everything.
It's fine.
I guess it also is wild to me. Tina and I were talking about this last night. Like, people get an idea of what they think they know in their head, and they're so wildly wrong, but they don't care. They make things up in their head. There's so many comments that are like, "Are Rafe and Chelsea a couple now? That's bullcrap. Can't believe you do Tina like that." And it's like, it's wild, dude.
Yeah, they've made up their own narrative.
They make their own narrative.
Well,
They do
I
it in
thought
this
it was
room. They do it
legit.
with Lern. They do it with
Well,
dude.
Moon. They
with-
do it with me.
I'm in love with each and every one
with
of
the
you.
woman.
apparently.
It's crazy.
With the woman who wrote the comment, or or
It's crazy.
Larry on Lee May, or the people holding up the signs outside the concert.
Yeah. And the bullhorn.
And thanks to social media,
It was awesome.
thanks to
I was like,
social media.
holy
Well,
cow.
maybe with the exception of your concert crew, because they were actually physically
Yeah.
doing something. Thanks to social media, these dummies now have a voice.
Yeah.
So hey, thank you, social media.
Thanks a lot, Mark Zuckerberg.
Appreciate it. And
all
you go,
good.
you try to wrap your head around it. Why? But that's a dumb question, because you'll never know why.
Yeah.
Unless you could crawl inside their heads and
I assume sadness.
I don't know.
Sadness manifests
I
in
don't know.
anger,
It's
man.
insecurity. Honestly, it's just
Sure.
bathed in it.
I just
Well-
know that when I'm angry, it's typically because I'm sad, and I think that's how everybody works.
Sure.
Well, if you ask why, and that's a dumb question. Today is Ask a Stupid Question Day.
All right.
Today is Ask a Stupid Question Day. And it was created by teachers back in the 1980s to encourage more kids to ask questions without being judged. But do you really agree that there are no stupid questions? You've heard that before. There are no stupid questions. Oh, yeah, there are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, there are. And I found a list of dumb things that people have asked Google over the past year or two.
Ooh, I got
And these are actual questions that people typed into Google.
I got a great story to end this, because we've all asked
We've all asked stupid questions. I've asked stupid questions.
But do you remember your stupidest question, or do you remember the fallout from it? Because I do, and I still hold that I don't think it was a stupid question, but these two very famous people made me feel like I was the dumbest person on earth.
You want to start with it?
Yeah. So what was the show, the sex-based show with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew?
Loveline.
Love Line.
Yeah. So we were on Loveline.
Which we would air on The Point
Yeah,
when I first started.
and I think we still aired it on The Point, but this is like, I don't know, man, 03-ish or something. So we were on Loveline, and the studio is. Did you ever go to the studio in LA? That studio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's kind of like this intimate, cool, very vibey studio, right? And Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla are right here on the desk, and it's just like this. I'm as close to you and me, Rizz. And we're doing like a
About
Q&A.
3 feet apart.
And people are calling in, and it's Loveline. They're doing questions and all that. And we're talking, just kind of chatting it up, And they were famous for going to the bathroom, quote, going to the bathroom if they didn't like the guests, right? Instead of hanging out during commercial breaks. And these guys, they're like, well, we were talking about cancer or something. Somebody called in and was talking about STDs and cancer and which STDs might associate something with cancer. And I said, and I still think it was an okay question. Hey, is there any type of cancers, like actual cancers, that are contagious? I'm like a 21-year-old kid. I don't know anything about cancer. I'm asking questions about cancer.
Is cancer contagious?
Like if you if you develop cancer in some sense, is there some sort of contagious nature to any of it that could be sexually transmitted? Not the disease itself. And Dr. Drew looked at me like I was the dumbest human being who had ever lived.
And you're not.
And I really didn't know.
At that moment,
I
he
wanted
was.
to know. I think I kind of froze the room.
No.
And then as soon as we went to commercial break, they went to the bathroom. I was like, there it goes.
Oh, man, you
And
caused him to go
I
to
was
the
like, there it
bathroom.
goes.
He should have said yes. Like I'm going to just answer that for you. Like if a woman has HPV and you have intimacy with her, absolutely. Like for your throat specifically, absolutely it can be contagious.
Well, HPV is, but I was asking if cancer, if you had cancer in any way.
But that can make cancer happen. Like women can get ovarian cancer through HPV.
Eventually.
Yeah, so you can see where my mind was like
eventually
It's not a dumb
trying to come up
question
with a
at all.
question. 21 on some weird show.
You can't. Kidney cancer is not contagious.
But it is hereditary, which is a form of contagion.
Thanks for making him feel bad. It was a dumb question.
I don't think it is.
And thanks for making him feel better. It was a dumb
Apparently,
question.
it was the dumbest question ever because I remember just like, phew, I just shrunk, man. I was just like, oh, cool, I ruined it. This is the worst interview ever.
I don't think it's that bad. That's not a terrible.
No, but it's crushed me for the last 20 years.
Well, and when they quote unquote went to the bathroom, they talked about you. Wow,
I'm
that's
sure.
Idiot.
I'm sure.
You passed the paper?
What a dumb.
I was so
Dumb
bummed,
question.
man. I was so bummed.
All right, here's a roundup of some of the dumbest questions people have Googled or you know what, asked in online forums. And maybe we have an answer for this one. If animals could talk, which species would be the rudest of them all?
We've heard about a lot of rude animals.
If animals could talk, what species would be the rudest of them all?
Right now I'm going otter because they're just in the news lately.
Oh, I have another otter story.
Oh, boy.
Well,
Well, you know what he's going to say.
Cats.
Yeah, he's going to say cats.
Yeah, you would.
Of course.
Whatever, man.
They're
I'd
not
say
rude.
birds, probably.
They're just independent. They get the bad rep.
All right, ask a stupid question, Dave. What happens if you don't show up to a job interview? Are there birds in Canada?
Fun.
What would a chair look like if your knees bent the other way? Interesting question.
Yeah, that's a great question.
That's not dumb.
No.
I don't think that's a dumb question. Should I tell my parents I'm adopted? Okay.
All right.
Wow. Mm-hmm. That is a medalist, at least.
Also, a woman in a chat room once asked, how can I be sure I'm the real mom of my kid? There are ways. How can I be sure I'm the real mom of my kid?
Maybe she thought it was switched at
Unless
birth.
switched
I was
at
going to
birth.
say, yeah, unless
switched
this
at
was
birth.
5 minutes after birth and you haven't seen the kid since.
What happens if you paint your teeth white with nail polish? Why is an 11, the number 11, pronounced 1T1?
See, I like that
boy.
one. That's an important question.
Can I eat my Himalayan salt lamp?
1T2, 1T13. Wait. maybe
1T1. Why does coronavirus hate us? What have we done to upset it so much?
Well, I asked myself that.
That's reasonable.
If the world is going to end, should I buy, sell, or hold stocks? Can I make a PlayStation 5 by linking a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3 together?
Great question.
You've seen that, right? Like when PlayStation 5 came out or 4 came out or whatever, there were pictures PlayStation 4 for sale, and it was two of them that were taped together.
Hilarious.
Two
No, I never
PlayStation
saw
2s.
that.
Yeah, that's funny.
Somebody asked, I was bitten by a turtle when I was young. Can I still drink orange juice? And then somebody actually responded to that one and said, no, it will reactivate the turtle venom.
Oh, no.
Is an egg a fruit or vegetable?
That's a good question.
Are skeletons real or made up?
Oh my gosh, that's a great one.
Why are the holes in cats' fur always in the right place for their eyes?
Great point.
Another great question.
Does looking at a picture of the sun hurt your eyes?
Well, I don't know, but I do know that looking at a picture of a spider scares the crap out of my mother.
Huh.
She has such bad arachnophobia. Sorry, Mom, tune out. She has such bad arachnophobia that a picture will send her into hysterics.
All right, I think this is a legit question here. If I ate myself, would I become twice as big or completely disappear?
Awesome question.
That is still a mystery.
Great question.
Where do you start at?
Do inflatable dolls count as passengers in the carpool lane? And then finally, why are there school? That's how they phrased it.
Why are there school?
Why are there school?
Cool.
Answered your own question in the question.
So yeah, feel free to ask a stupid question today. Nothing apparently is off the table.
That's right.
Oh, you want to talk about otter attacks again?
Please.
Because there was another otter attack. And this is like the fourth one in the past month.
Wow.
You know, is this the otters or is this people? Are people getting too close to otters suddenly?
Yeah.
Is
We've
that
developed an otter immune deficiency.
Yeah, is the otter
thank you.
curiosity raising?
Well, this is a guy out of Jupiter, Florida. Jupiter is where the Cardinals do their spring training. Jupiter man recovering tonight after being attacked by an otter. Florida Department of Health confirmed that the animal tested positive for rabies.
Oh, no.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh, yeah. It was a rabbit otter. Oh, and he was pissed.
Man, all the things that they got to worry about down in Florida. These alligator attacks and jaguars and now rabid otters
So
taking over neighborhoods.
Last Monday, a guy named Joe Scaglione.
Joey Skaggs.
Joe,
Love that guy.
Joey
Wait till
Skaggs.
you hear what this guy sounds like. You could tell he's not originally from Florida.
He's straight from Brooklyn?
Yes. Joey Scaglione.
Hello, I'm Joseph Scaglione. Look, these otters are out of control.
He last
I
Wednesday
could tell
morning.
he was rabid.
Last Monday morning, he was doing what he normally does, feeding the birds that gather outside of the gate surrounding his backyard, when suddenly they all took off. Well, here's Joey Scaglione talking about it.
I normally go out and feed ducks in the back. Ducks, geese.
Ducks,
Ducks.
geese,
Ducks
what have
and
you.
Geese.
Ducks,
More little
geese,
ones.
etc. Yada, yada, yada.
And then
Painting a picture here.
bada bing, bada boom, they all
thing I
scattered.
know.
They love the bread.
And boom.
So
Scattered.
I got a day-old Italian loaf
It
And my
helps
mother
me
made-
relax.
while my wife's inside stirring the gravy. I'm outside feeding the geese.
My therapist says it helps with my anger issues.
Here's Joey Scaglione.
I normally go out and feed ducks in the back. Ducks, geese, ibis. Looked up, no hawk. Looked back down, and there was a brown head sticking up over the bank of the pond. At first, I didn't know it was an otter, but then I realized that's an otter. My pinky is the worst.
That's an
Two
otter.
puncture wounds. I'm not sure if it goes right through or whatever.
My pinky.
One is on the corner of
pinky
where
ring
the
off.
cuticle was.
So I had him eliminated.
I wasn't sure if it was an otter, and then I realized it was an otter, and I said, "Hey, otter,
Hey.
that hawk up there."
No, see, you transformed into a Boston person.
Oh shoot!
It's
Yeah, you're
otter.
right. Otter.
This
That
is just-
hawk.
This is Rizz when he's 70. We're going to be having this soundbite on the
you in
news.
Florida.
When you're in
Yeah, it's me in
Jupiter,
Florida.
Florida.
Scott Rizzuto here.
Otter.
So I'm out back feeding the geese.
I love it.
So what's an ibis?
This guy sounds awesome. He sounds like nice,
Yeah.
relaxed. He's enjoying himself. Ibis, I think, isn't that like a crane or something?
I don't know. So he's out there feeding the ducks, feeding the geese, the ibis. They take off. He says, looked up, no hawk.
It's
Went
a,
back.
isn't that a hotel, a cheap hotel I stay in England?
Yes,
I thought IBS was an issue.
it was.
So
It
he
is.
says, so he realized that, all the animals run away. He sees the otter. Joey says he starts backing slowly towards the gate. But then he lifted his hand to close it, and the otter pounced. He tripped, he fell. The otter bit him 41 times.
Oh my
Goodness.
goodness.
Wow. 41 times. He says he was eventually able to toss the otter, got the otter off him. I tossed him away. Got to safety. But later that day, Palm Beach County Animal Care Control said they crossed paths with the otter. And, so the otter crossed paths with a couple and a baby. And then I guess they called it in, and Animal Control took care of it.
Took care of that thing.
He took it out back.
Hey,
Bada bing, bada boom.
Joey Skaggs took care of that thing for you.
And it was foaming at the mouth. I mean, they test those things, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, they said they captured the animal, they secured it, got it to the facility. From there, samples collected, they sent it to the state lab in Jacksonville. Takes a couple days. On Saturday, results came back positive, rabid.
I'm assuming he has to get a shot anyway, even if it's not rabid, after he's bit by something like
I
that.
think
right?
they got to start that right away.
I wonder.
I don't think they wait till those tests come back.
What happens if a person gets rabies? What is
Well, you got to tie him to a tree and bada bing, bada boom.
it? Okay.
Sleeps with the fishes.
They foam his mouth.
Right? That's what they did to Old Yeller.
Good old rabies.
Had autofilled. If you or someone you know is exhibiting symptoms of rabies, seek medical attention. fever. The first are flu-like symptoms: fever, headache, anxiety, sore throat, and cough. Oh my gosh,
Dang.
That's rare.
I think I
What
have
kind-
rabies.
Somebody put a good question in the emails, dude.
What?
If Pinocchio said his nose was about to grow, what would happen? Because if he lies, it grows. But he can't make it grow unless he lies. So if he says it's about to grow, his little head might explode.
Oh, or I just can't trust the next thing out of his mouth. He's going to lie to make it true.
There's no answer to that question.
Hey,
There's no answer.
check this out. Then follows a neurological period where you get aggression, convulsions, hypersalivation, hallucinations, paralysis, and hyperventilation.
Hypersalivation.
So it is
My mouth is watering.
just like just like the animals, man.
Yeah.
Aggression and hydrophobia.
Yeah.
And then it leaves you.
Can rabies kill you? Yes.
Yeah.
Rabies is fatal. Extremely dangerous. Although, fortunately, very rare.
Richard's asking who the hell counts the number of bites. I'm sure the doctor.
Joey. 1, 2, 3.
No, it's
Tree.
Tree.
Hey,
4.
1,
tree.
2, tree.
He probably gave him a
4.
limit where he said, if you bite me 44 times, I'm going to throw you away. And it did.
man.
So he's being treated. Joey Skaggs is being treated for rabies.
I don't know about you.
Relieved the otter's gone. He's
I got
already
the-
back to doing what
I got
he
the
loves.
type of friends where if I got my ass kicked by something, the size of a beaver, I don't think they'd let me live it down for a while. Do you?
If he got attacked by an otter,
If I got my ass kicked by an otter, I have 42 bites. I
yeah,
mean,
that's a lot.
wouldn't you punch back after 4 or 5?
How fast do those things bite?
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It like sounds like it chewed on him like a corn cob.
Huh?
Was he just laying there going,
they're
"No,
saying,
stop
they're saying
biting"?
that the otter likely got rabies from an infected raccoon.
Ah.
So just be careful, guys. Be careful when you're feeding the otters
You know what I'm saying? Though?
or
You-
the geese.
let's say you get
or the
bit by
ducks.
something. And this is a Jack Russell size, right? Let's say a Jack Russell attacks you. You think it's going to catch off? You think it's going to get off 42 bites before it catches a punch or something?
I've
from
never
you?
seen an otter bite anything, so I don't know how quick they
Yeah.
bite.
No, I'm just saying, Jack Russell.
A Jack Russell
Jack
Terrier.
Russell comes up and he's
No, I'm
he's
kicking
gonna
that-
get,
I'm kicking
he's
that
gonna
thing off
taste
me.
some Riz.
I'm
And if
kicking
he's
or
just-
punching.
And if he's stuck, he just bit in, he won't let go. Wouldn't you stand up and then just jump on that
That's one
spot
bite.
to splatter him?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of bites, man. That's
Yeah,
a
if,
lot
let's
of
say Jack Russell, grabs onto your arm, I'm punching.
Yeah.
I'm waving my arms. If a Jack Russell grabs my leg, I'm kicking.
Yes.
I don't want anything
I'm
to happen.
punching, kicking.
I don't want anything to
I'm
happen to you.
gouging. I'm gouging
Or
with my
any
thumbs.
animals.
Gouging.
Yeah.
But I'd tune in to see that video.
Oh, rabies are incurable?
Well, I thought there was a.
Yeah, they have shots for that.
I don't know. Somebody named Kale says they're incurable. Rabies are, in fact, incurable. I don't want none of that.
But I
Wait,
thought-
so
What's the point of the shot then?
Maybe to symptoms, or maybe you can never get rid of it. Maybe it's always there.
and now you can't bite now you can't bite anybody because
Right.
then you'll give them rabies.
Maybe it's always there. It just the symptoms of it don't manifest.
Is rabies contagious?
yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. Ask Joey Scaglione.
Joey Skaggs knows.
It says it's a preventable viral disease, most often transmitted through the bite of a rabid animal. The rabies virus infects the central nervous system of mammals. Blah 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 blah. Come on. Trying to find out.
Well,
Yeah.
it says that the shots are until, I guess, whatever the infection is established, the shots will prevent that from being established.
Oh, okay.
It's not contagious
So
from
you get
person to
bit.
person.
Yeah. So you get bit, and you don't turn into a zombie right
Oh,
away.
okay.
Right.
You can catch a shot and be fine.
In other news, you hear about this British Airways pilot who is no longer flying?
No.
Oh my gosh. That is the story I meant to send to you last night. I'm glad you found this
Wild,
story.
right?
Oh boy. First of all, party. Second of all, dummy.
So if you're wondering what pilots do
Some of them party, man, and you can tell.
when they go to a city and they got a day off, I'm not saying all of them. Well, I'll just give you this guy's adventure in Johannesburg.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
This is a British Airways pilot.
Married guy, father of one.
Yeah, man, he had a hell of a night, some downtime in Johannesburg. So he was scheduled to co-pilot a return flight to London. So while he was in Johannesburg, he spent the night drinking, drugging, snorted coke off a woman's boobies.
Okay.
Oh, Wolf of Wall Street. Let's go.
That's not it.
And here was his mistake. He was bragging about it.
Yeah.
Like he bragged about it in text messages he sent to a flight attendant pal. And when he tried to fly the following day, the crew member reported his alarming night to the bosses.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was one of the flight attendants from that flight. But I mean, can you imagine if you're working with somebody who's supposed to be flying your plane, you're a taxi driver, and then they're telling you about their crazy evening before? I'm gonna go, hey, this guy's all hopped up. He hasn't slept
the night. Yeah,
he hasn't slept in 2
doing
days.
blow off a woman's boobies.
Oh, jeez.
I don't want you flying me.
In his text messages, to the flight attendant, the pilot says he met
These quotes are great.
a Welsh woman on vacation and a young Spanish bird at a Johannesburg nightclub. After hours of drinking, the group staggered to a hotel bar for a nightcap before they ended up at an apartment. The girls were dancing topless when the cocaine arrived. All right.
Yeah, this is in his text.
He says, I've lost my shirt somewhere, and one of the local lads produces a plate with a few lines of coke. So then there's a debate about whose chest is the best to do a bump off of. That's how the story of how I ended up snorting coke off a girl's tees in Joburg happened.
This is your captain speaking.
Staying the night with Welsh, shagged her for ages. I guess the coke played a part.
Shagged her for ages.
And then I was so effed I couldn't even lift my head until gone to. I don't know what that means. It's probably a coked up text message.
I think it's until past 2 a.m.
So then he went to the airport to go fly.
So he just said like, hey man,
I've been up all night.
I cheated on my family, I did drugs, I drank a whole bunch, I partied, and I have not slept. Ready to go back to
See you at
England?
work.
He's ready.
Yes. See it work. Yeah.
This is pretty cool. He's dedicated to his job.
So he's been grounded.
Yeah.
Like literally, I mean grounded.
Yeah. Oh, did you read on what it cost the?
$120,000.
Yeah, because they had to ground the flight. They didn't have anybody to
They
go
didn't have a
back.
co-pilot.
Oh, well, that's, wow. No co-pilot with this guy? Wow.
He was the
Dude, that
co-pilot.
blows.
So there's got to be it's a 12-hour flight from Johannesburg to Heathrow.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was,
I
there
see.
was
So
hundreds
they're-
of people,
I see what you're saying.
and they were stuck. They couldn't go. Canceled the flight.
Yeah. Yeah, he was suspended, flown home as a passenger the next day. Drug tested at the airport, which he failed, and then fired. Whoops.
How miserable do you feel on that flight back when you realize how ridiculous?
Like you're going to be immediately drug tested when you arrive.
Well, and also he's an idiot because he's telling somebody else. How many pilots have gotten coked out of their minds and not told anyone? That
The
makes
good
me think
ones.
of that.
That's something I don't want to think about.
Zero.
Right.
The best ones. The pros.
Yeah.
So let's say I'm texting you, Rafe, my night of debauchery.
Yeah.
And the next day I go, I thought we were buddies, man. What happened to the trust tree?
I wouldn't have ratted you out.
Would you rat me out? No.
But would you have
You're a
gotten
good
on the
friend.
plane?
No narcs.
No narcs.
No
Yeah, I
narcs.
wouldn't have ratted you out. I wouldn't have gotten on the plane. No. You'd
have just called in sick?
Would have been like, dude, you got to call off.
Well, can you imagine?
I would have talked to you.
Yeah, I
Like,
would've said-
off. Call off or I am going to have to rat you out. And then they call off and then you're like, go get help.
Yeah, we did. It didn't say that they were like buds. They just worked together. They knew each other.
Yeah.
And he was just randomly
Hey.
just texting.
When you're on coke,
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
when you're on coke, everybody's your friend.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
true.
I'm sure he was texting him, like-
Everybody's your friend.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure he was texting him screenplay ideas they should write together.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like a zombie love story. Hear me out. It's awesome. And you look at it the next day and you're like, ugh, that was a terrible idea.
Another story coming out of England, and this one reminded me of Moon, actually.
Sweet.
Because Moon's got this thing. I can't eat chicken wings because my hands.
Yeah. Nothing sticky on the
Nothing
hands.
sticky on the like.
Sorry.
Okay, so we have a Hubbard like event after the show today. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's a big gathering of all the Hubbard St. Louis people, catered by Pappy's.
Yum.
So you know, You're going to be ribs. No ribs for Moon.
Nope, I can't do ribs, man.
No ribs for Moon.
No wings for you.
No
No,
wings.
I don't do wings. I mean, like an occasional like dry or something, like a dry
rub
is fine.
But even still, a dry rub.
Yeah, well, I don't go for it.
Like, would you
usually.
consider that like an obsessive compulsive thing?
I don't know. I really don't know what it's attached to. I've had a few theories floated my way with different tests that I've undergone, passed or failed, depending on how you want to look at it. I don't really know. It's just something that I've always had, and some people have tried to make sense of it for me, but it's whatever.
It's just like if sticky stuff gets on your hands. Like if you could have a burger, right, with a bun.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because nothing's going to stick to your hands.
Yeah, I can eat with my hands. It's fine.
What about Cheetos?
That's the weird thing, like the dust and all that. It doesn't bother me. I mean, it does bother me a little bit. I always assumed that it bothered everybody a little bit. But that kind of stuff is so easily removed, and there's nothing done afterwards. You know what I'm saying? With like barbecue sauces and ribs and all that, it just looks so sticky for a long time, and that's just like...
I saw you get honey on your fingers
That icks
yesterday.
me out, dude. Icks me out. Honey. Where did I have honey here?
Didn't you? Or whatever you put in your tea yesterday. Was it honey?
I didn't put anything in my tea.
Yesterday you did, because I saw you lick your fingers.
What?
Oh, no, I think that was just like a splash from my protein thing. Yeah, I mean, like, if it's something that can be removed easily, fine. But, like, peanut butter is my nemesis. That is my kryptonite. Because it's got that palm oil or whatever the heck is in it, and it, like, stays on your fingers.
Right.
I can't handle that.
Well, there is a guy in England. This guy has, like, a crippling OCD, and he cannot get anything on his fingers.
No.
This guy's 34 years old. He's from Manchester, England.
Oh, no.
He's terrified of eating food with his hands, so he always carries 3 pairs of metal tongs with him.
Wow, okay. Yeah, when people find out about this, they sent me that Cheeto tong thing, you know, like the single chip. They're like, here you go, dude.
That's great.
So this man is afraid, like, to get things on his fingers, and he's afraid he'll die if he does. This guy uses tongs to eat everything, including soup.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that. It just makes my whole body...
That doesn't make sense.
It just makes my whole body, like, vibrate.
Use a spoon.
His phobia is a form of obsessive-compulsive disorder, a mental health condition that causes somebody to have intrusive thoughts and compulsive behaviors. He developed this debilitating fear after he ate poorly cooked chicken 10 years ago.
Whoa.
That'll screw you.
Undercooked chicken. And he says eating with kitchen tongs gives him a sense of safety.
Okay, so he's freaked out about salmonella and that kind of stuff now.
But I don't understand what the tongs have anything to do with anything.
Not touching.
He's
But
still
you're
going to eat
eating
it.
I don't get it.
Well, one thing he has to do. He still has to eat.
He still has to eat. Well, here he is.
So I have to eat with metal tongs, otherwise I'll die. And I have intrusive thoughts, which is a symptom of obsessive-compulsive disorder. I'm having soup for breakfast because I'm having intrusive thoughts telling me that I have to have soup for breakfast, otherwise I'm going to die, including eating my breakfast with my baby metal tongs, otherwise I am going to die.
Yeah, this poor guy.
Yeah.
I think it goes beyond getting sticky things on his fingers.
Well, I also really don't like sticky things on my face, like on my mouth. You know, like, you know, when I don't know, guys. It just looks so weird when you guys are like smashing ribs and there's
agree.
like sauce up here and
It's
stuff.
not a good first
I'm just
date
like,
food.
God, dude. I just like, why
Not a
would
good
you
first
endure
date
that?
food. That's we've already moved in together food.
Yep.
I think so is spaghetti.
Spaghetti, wings,
spaghetti.
ribs.
If you do, I mean, there's a craft to eating spaghetti.
You got the spoon
You gotta
underneath,
twirl.
you wind.
where you can do it cleanly, and
Yeah,
I
still
I
not
go
a
slow.
great-
It's not a great first date.
But you have that one that connects and you guys get the kiss.
But never mind like the date stuff. I'm talking like you as an individual.
Sure.
You can tolerate the like eating like that, and it makes the stripe. You know, look like the Joker barbecue sauce.
Well,
Joker.
just imagine this poor guy. I mean, this guy thinks he's going to die.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like people that have to do the light switches 25 times because their intrusive thoughts and their obsessive compulsive disorder is so intense that they do. I mean, and it is such a bizarre phenomena, but they do genuinely believe, like, if I don't do this, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Well, he first started using tongs in 2013, but he also used cutlery. But then it just kind of got worse and worse as the years went on. He just became more obsessive and just had these weird "I'm going to die" thoughts. Like I need to have soup this morning, or else I'm going to die.
Right.
Wow. No, thankfully it's nothing.
It's not like that.
I just get really skeeved and uncomfortable and nasty. It's just
Yeah.
goosebumps. Crab legs. Yeah, I don't do crab legs because that seems to I just don't like messes. I don't like messy foods. Crab legs, you see people and they're all... and there's things running down your wrist and there's butter all over the place. And that sounds like that's a lot of...
I think...
It's a lot of work.
I know that it's different levels, too, but it is my personal belief that... Don't we all have intrusive thoughts?
Yeah.
I know I do. My brain at night is like a bar that everyone else's intrusive thoughts go to unwind when they're off work. Because when I'm laying in bed, I literally cannot. It's intrusive thought-a-palooza up there.
Yeah.
It's a danger zone. Kenny Loggins is on repeat.
Yeah.
Up there. To the point that I have to take measures at night. It just feels like everyone's like, hey, childhood trauma. Childhood trauma's playing darts in the corner with Everybody Hates Me. It's
right.
There's all kinds of stuff going on up there. It is the Telanias of intrusive thoughts in my head at night.
Yeah, but then you could just put it kind of.
You try.
Put it back in the file cabinet.
You try. Yeah. Sometimes it's a little bit of Unisom or 2.5 milligram gummy.
Right. And make those bad thoughts go away.
That's right.
Make them go away, and then they go into my nightmares. Hello.
Well, and then there's the people that lack total self-control, and like this story. Texas fast food worker caught on video shooting at customer over curly fry argument.
Oh, no.
I found an onion ring in my
Anybody see
curly
this story?
fries.
This is wild. And we're seeing a lot more of these fast food workers going, you know what? I'm done with this.
Yeah. Don't blame him at all. This is fast food. What's your problem?
I'm done with this. I'm done with rude customers.
You're paying minimally to have a delicious, greasy meal that is fast. It is the ultimate experience
Well, I
for
think
Americans.
this one seems to be on the fast food worker here, 100%. So there is this out of Houston. Newly released footage shows the moment a Jack in the Box drive-thru worker shot at a family of 3.
Oh, my gosh. I saw this video. No chill.
No chill. No chill.
Did you see the video?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was like...
Oh, yeah.
This was her second option. Her first option was throw the fries. And it was like, you know what? Hell with it. I'll get my gun.
Yeah, the fact that she went and retrieved her gun
Which was-
and hung out the window and shot at the car.
Which couldn't have been more than 10 feet away, by the way. Like her purse was by the fries or something.
So she shot at this family of 3, including a 6-year-old girl and her pregnant mother.
Wow.
And this is an argument over curly fries. So
Didn't she hit the driver?
I don't think she hit anybody. No,
Oh.
she didn't hit anybody.
Wow, colossal miss then, because
Terrible shot,
he
thank
was
God.
he was right here where you are, and she went whoop like that
Oh, yeah.
and fired the first shot.
So the woman is Alameda Ford. She whipped out her gun, fired at the car carrying the family as the driver sped away. All on surveillance video. So seconds before the shots rang out, she threw ketchup packets and ice at the driver. So she's throwing ketchup and ice at the driver. The driver then throws what she threw back in. It seemed like you can't hear the conversation, but she was the first person to throw something.
Who, the worker?
The worker. She threw ketchup packets and ice at the car. The guy then threw the ketchup packets back through the window. She then got her gun, returned to the window, and almost casually shot. Here's the video.
It was very casual. That's the wild thing, man. Like I said, like there's like that little toss. The window auto shuts, and I mean it hasn't been shut for more than 3 seconds, and
They're watching
she's
the video.
back with the gun.
Car drives up. I guess they forgot to put the curly fries in the bag. That's what the story goes. He's asking for the curly fries.
So this is the second wraparound.
Yeah.
So I'm back for the fries.
They got the fries. Okay, words are exchanged.
Oh, curly fries are missing.
Yeah, curly fries are missing. Words are exchanged. Employee then pulls gun from pocket.
Oh, that's where the gun was. Oh, it was in her pocket.
It was in her back pocket. Okay.
Okay.
And then she must have put it away. They're arguing back and forth.
The manager is there.
She threw
Yeah,
ketchup
she
packets
throws the stuff
and ice. He throws it back.
and then waits, and then she kind of turns around, puts her phone down.
Casually takes the gun out.
Oh my God.
Opens up the window.
Pow.
And starts shooting. Oh, man.
This is breaking down in real life.
By the way,
Yo, what's even crazier is the other gal that's working the thing. This gal just rattles off, 3 shots or something?
3 shots.
And the other gal's just like, oh, well, I guess I'll go over here. Like, I mean, if my
having a
coworker
day.
starts popping rounds off, I'm going to, whoa, get down.
Yeah, you're right, Mark. She did have I didn't realize she had the gun in her pocket, then put it down, and then went back for it.
Yeah, I didn't see that before. I hadn't seen that first few seconds of the video, but it was definitely in her pants.
By the way, this happened in 2021.
Oh.
So the footage is just coming out now. You know what she got?
What?
Probation.
Wow.
It's attempted murder.
She got probation. Now the family is suing. The reason this video's out now is the family is suing Jack in the Box for $1 million.
Yeah, like what exactly did he threaten? Maybe whoever the driver was threatened, and then they were seeking self-defense, and that's why the gun was pulled. Stand your ground. I don't know.
I don't know how you could argue that with you're in a building where you could close the window.
Yeah, but what if that guy said something like...
She threw the ketchup first.
Yo,
No, I understand.
this is ridiculous,
But like,
man.
that's a food fight for a second, but then maybe it turned, I don't know, we didn't hear anything that guy said, the driver said. Maybe he said like, I'm going to come in there and I'm going to kill you all.
And then she said, not today.
Not today. And she pulled the gun out.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's attempted murder. And you know, there's much wiser people than I that say that, you know, the algebra to deterrence is punishment. And if I can just attempted murder you and not kill you and only get probation, well then everybody's going to be walking around just ready to shoot.
Isn't that what we're living?
Yes. It's proof.
Hey, as long as you don't shoot anybody through a drive-through again.
Yeah.
After, no,
We're going to be
do that
watching
again.
you
We'll be
closely
watching
for
you.
3 years.
Yeah, if you don't do this for 3 years, we'll pretend this never happened.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know what's wild is why $1 million? That seems very 1987. Like, you know,
Right.
I mean, $1 million bucks?
Yeah, I agree.
Somebody tried to kill you and your family, your 6-year-old.
Wow.
Well, let's be, maybe they're being reasonable. Like usually you go, all right, I'm going to sue for $100 million, and they wind up getting down to $1 million. Like the jury finds, Jack in the Box liable, and they wind up whittling it down to $1 million. I don't know.
Why Jack in the Box? I wonder.
Yeah, this was at a Jack in the Box.
No, I mean, why are they suing Jack in the Box? I don't know what. I don't know what options.
I mean,
they
that's
have,
you employed this person.
Yeah, I wonder how that. How that rolls.
I don't know. I'm going to follow the case very closely. And finally, in I don't have self-control news, a man screams, "It's my birthday today!" after touching himself in a hot tub.
It's my birthday.
He was at a a hotel in Key Largo. So he went to the hot tub. It was 7:30 in the morning. He was naked in the hot tub at the Playa Resort and Spa in Key Largo when a witness saw him expose himself and then touch himself in view of a female employee. After a male employee confronted this guy, he screamed, "It's my birthday today," as if that'll make it all better.
Yep. Just trying to have a good time.
Turns out it was his birthday, actually. It was actually his birthday.
All right.
This man turned 34 that day.
Did they have any balloons in the cell, or
Happy birthday.
He wound up like getting out of the hot tub, getting into a car, leaving, drove back to Miami, and I guess cops issued a warrant for his arrest, and he wound up being picked up for indecent exposure. But just because it's your birthday doesn't mean you can do anything you want.
that's the rules?
So I know Rafe's birthday's coming up on Saturday.
Saturday.
That doesn't give you license to do whatever you want.
Well, stay off the roads Saturday night then, because Daddy's going to have a time.
What?
Just letting
does
St.
that
Louis
mean?
know. Who knows what it means?
You're going to be at the comedy club. You're not going to be on the roads.
Well, I could be on the roads eventually.
Does the comedy club have a hot tub?
They will by the time I'm done.
Why? Because everybody's going to be wet?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
That's
hey.
okay.
Moisture level 1,000.
Yo, one of the best.
Don't bring
100%
your
moisture
fingers
level.
to my club, dude.
One of the best venues
You're coming out wet.
in the country has a hot tub in the main dressing room. And it was probably, I don't
Gross.
know. Yeah, probably about 15 times of being in that hot tub before I started thinking, oh my God, wait, who was here last night?
Vince Neil.
Yeah,
Lern.
you're like, oh, no, wait. Oh, no,
One of the
wait.
best hot tub stories, you were there, is when we were at Roxy's, the strip club.
Oh, was that what it was called? I don't think I've ever been to that one. I know what you're talking about. It was like a grand opening. The guy took us around.
Was it Roxy's? Where's the place with the hot tubs?
I don't know.
We went to the grand opening.
Yeah, it changed names like 3 times.
In Brooklyn.
Oh, great.
Okay, and the gig started at like 11 o'clock. So we went out there, and we got there a little early,
Yeah,
standing
as
in
we
the
do.
parking lot talking, and the guy comes outside. He goes, "What, are you guys out of your mind standing out here?" We're like, "We're in the parking lot."
Yeah, but what do you
like,
mean?
it's dangerous.
We're
Get
here for a
inside.
gig. We're
Like, I didn't want to go in so
inside.
early. The guy goes, "Get inside, we idiots." You're going to get yourself killed.
This is the security guy.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Right.
That was just the beginning
We're on
of
the parking
evening.
lot. And then this was a grand reopening. I don't know if they're still open anymore out there.
I don't know. But it changed the name. I mean, remember we did that grand opening, and then it changed the name the year after that.
And then I think it wound up closing.
I have no idea, man.
So was the, I guess fresh coat of paint on the place. I don't know. But they took Moon and I around for a tour.
They said, hey, we'll show you the place, which, it was like, okay, cool, because like we were kind of uncomfortable just standing there.
Yeah, you're going to get killed in the parking lot.
No, yeah, not there. But like it was
I'm
like, oh yeah, give
uncomfortable
us
in those
some,
places anyway.
yeah, give us something to do and somebody to talk to that makes us more comfortable.
You guys
And,
want a tour? Sure.
Yeah, cool. Take us around. Show us what you got.
So it took us around. I didn't want to touch a damn thing.
Right.
Talk about getting stuff on your fingers.
We're like this, our hands.
And he brings us up to a room where there's a hot tub. And he goes, hey, you guys want to get in? No, thanks.
No, thank you.
Sure.
No, thanks.
Was that like a bonus room, like where the ladies will join you in the hot
Yeah.
I don't know. See, like, and this was before I knew that any of that kind of stuff could happen or like happens, And it wasn't just that. Remember, he was like, and here's the beds, and we're like, beds.
Yeah.
There's beds.
There's beds.
Oh, yeah.
Wild.
full experience?
Never seen that kind of stuff.
Glitter on everything. Sticky glitter.
But the fact that he said, hey, you guys want to get in? No.
I didn't bring a suit.
It doesn't matter.
Bummer.
Nobody wears a suit in this thing.
Yeah, nobody wears a suit in
I've
this
got
thing.
no trunks.
Maybe
next time.
They give you like a sparkly Speedo. Oh, we
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
Here you go. Whoop, pulls it out of his pocket.
Good times. Yeah, I wonder if that place is open.
I don't know, but I mean, if I could survive the one in the Norva, I probably could have survived that one. Because I didn't think about that at all, dude. We would all get in it.
best.
We would
I'm
all-
sorry, I'm not up to date on my hepatitis shots.
Oh, we would all get in it, and then like in the back of venues in backstage areas, you'll have different sheets, call sheets, and
I just-
and set times from like previous shows. So you'd see like
I just see like
War
a
was here
cartoon
yesterday.
version of your schlong. Like the shoe in Roger Rabbit when it's getting dipped in the goo. Like as it's going down into
Yeah,
the hot tub, it's like, oh, Vince Neil was in here last night. Don't do this to me.
And my favorite thing about that hot tub is that, you're on this rock and roll tour. All these crazy things happen backstage, and you get in that hot tub, and it's just all the dudes from all the bands
Yeah,
hanging
it's all
out.
guys.
There's no chicks.
We were a lame band.
All
We just-
dudes?
Yeah, well, it's not like we had gals backstage or nothing.
So
it was just a bunch of
ridiculous.
dudes.
Everybody hanging brains?
Band and crew. No,
No.
I don't think anybody was naked in there.
Well, that's a bummer. I was
maybe.
thinking.
There's a guy or two on the crew that
No,
probably
That's a
were.
Right.
bummer,
Drunk.
says Lern's brain.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. All right, Team Rizz Member of the Day is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Eureka, Missouri, Andrew Gelb is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Andrew listens to the podcast every morning and has been a dedicated listener since the beginning. Relates to Rizz and loves when he and Moon butt heads on subjects, although we did both agree on not getting in the hot tub, hot tub that day.
Yeah.
Andrew also loves King Scott and thinks Lern and Rafe are great additions to the show.
That's
Thank you.
Favorite segments, E Memoriam and Match Up with Moon.
All right.
We only disagree on air. As soon as the mics are off, we're
Oh,
like
yeah.
one brain.
That's it.
Yeah. Clearly.
No hot tub.
No. Andrew Gelb from Eureka is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we will take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with NHRA driver Robert Height. Hey, get out your NHRA questions. Because Robert's going to be sitting in that chair right there.
Yep.
And he is the points leader as far as the funny car division goes. We'll explain everything later.
All right.
We'll explain everything after the break. It's a big weekend down at Worldwide Technology Raceway, and his car blew up last week while he was inside
I see that.
You guys get it? Jerry is a race car driver?
We get it.
Because we have a race car driver in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Robert Height.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Let me get this off. Stop that music. We want to hear from the driver.
Stop that.
Stop that, Primus. Hey, welcome to the studio. It's Robert Height.
Thanks for having me, guys.
NHRA Midwest Nationals back at Worldwide Technology Raceway starting tomorrow, a weekend filled with, let me see if I get this right, action-packed, nitro-fueled drag racing, and it's going to shake you to the core.
It definitely does that, yes. If you've ever watched it on TV, it's totally different than being in person. You've got to come check it out. I promise you'll come again.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's something I know, Moon, you've been to an NHRA race. I mean, you can feel it in your chest.
I did it. It was something I had been to, like state fair racing and sprint cars and all that kind of stuff. But this was a unique experience for sure. Not only did I get to, watch from the stands, and you can feel it from the stands, you can feel it from the parking lot. But I got to do the thing where I forget what it's called, but I was up on the ramp, and y'all blasted me with the whatever. Holy smokes, burned my face off. It was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. 12,000 horsepower cars, less 100 miles an hour in less than a second.
Yeah.
You're going to see runs over 330 miles an hour. Tomorrow night's actually the best night to go because it's going to be the best conditions and start getting dark, and you're going to see header fire. It's exciting.
What are the best conditions for a car like you drive?
You want to have nice, cool conditions. The biggest thing is a track. A track needs to be cool. In the middle of the day, if it's 80 degrees, the track's going to be, approaching 120 degrees. That makes it a little slippery and a little tricky. But if it's 70 and cloudy and the track's below 100, we can fly.
And so tomorrow night, perfect racing conditions. And tomorrow, is it just practice or qualifying's Friday, practice tomorrow?
So no, it's qualifying Friday at 7 o'clock, and then Saturday at I think 2:30 and 5:30, and then eliminations on Sunday.
Yeah, that's awesome. And hey, you had last week your car blew up while you were inside of it?
Yeah, that was a big one. Actually, the biggest explosion I've ever had was right here at the
racetrack at
Worldwide Technologies.
Well, you won last year, right?
Yes, I did.
You won last year's Midwest Nationals.
And actually, the year that I blew up in 2018, it was the final round, and I won that race too.
Was that at the finish line?
Yeah, that's when
I remember that.
I
was
launched
there.
the body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was there.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. I didn't recognize you. You were flying through the air.
I didn't recognize you when you're not on fire.
That was a crazy one. I broke my collarbone and had to go to the hospital. It was not a fun one, but we did get the win.
Yeah, I remember. I was actually with John Royce. We were at the.
yeah.
They have this big white tent at the finish line, and I do remember that.
It's so cool.
Glad you're okay.
It's so cool being down by the starting line and just watch how you guys line up. I mean, all these cars, all the crews, watching the crews work. Just being able to see everything at that particular track, how you can see it all laid out is so
it's awesome
incredible.
Because your ticket gets you basically a pit pass.
Oh, dude!
So you get to walk everywhere and watch the crews dismantle
phenomenal.
the cars and put it back together. And
that's what got my kids into it, and I realized wow, this is a big family thing.
Yeah, it's very interactive for the fans. We tear the engines apart completely every run, and less than an hour they can completely rebuild the thing and have it ready to go back to the starting line. So the fans get to see all that. I promise that the fans will get their favorite driver's autograph. We'll be out there signing, and it's a fun thing for the fans. Rather than sitting in the stands watching cars go around in circles.
So can I ask you a question? Because I'm stupid, and I don't know much about
today
racing.
is Stupid Question Day.
Stupid Question Day. So I'm going to ask
literally
it.
is today is Stupid Question Day. So go ahead, Ray, please.
So this isn't. I got a stupider one, but so between races, they take the whole car engine apart,
Yes.
and rebuild it.
Yep.
So that engine is good for one run?
Yes, it is. There's a lot of times that it's not hurt, but we have to check everything. So it gets 8 different rods and pistons every run. Cylinder heads get rebuilt. A brand new clutch. Supercharger gets rebuilt. And
Every race.
Every single run. It doesn't matter if we go out and smoke the tires, in 10 feet. It comes back, gets torn apart, put back together.
That's
and
wild.
My guys can usually do that in less than 40 minutes.
Can't even change my oil, I'll be honest with you. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Hey, let's up on the big screen here. This is from last week. This is Mr. Robert Height in his car, and at the start,
There it goes.
You mash the gas pedal, and it doesn't look bad from behind, but once they slow it down,
there it goes. Look at that.
your car just explodes, and you're inside of it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not going to ask how that feels because I'm sure it's not great, but when you're pulling your car up to the start line, can you feel something is amiss, something's wrong?
Yeah, actually, I did. I heard that it didn't sound right. And so I also could see my crew chief, he was really looking it over as well. He was looking at the pipes, and I even got on the radio, and I'm like, is this thing all right? And he's like, I'll be on the button, because they have a button that they can shut me off. But it was a malfunction, and we should have shut it off. In hindsight, we should have shut it off. But sometimes, it'll make weird sounds if it's got a cylinder that's a little on the lean side and it's popping. But this one had an issue with oiling and all the top end valve train. They didn't get oil.
Is it a sound for you? Or is it a feel?
Sound.
Oh wow.
Is there one guy on your team that when you explode, you're like, Brian?
No, we don't.
God dang it. Brian's like, my bad. All right. I was having a Popeye's chicken sandwich. I did not check the seals. That's on me.
Yeah.
Is there one guy that you kind of think it's him every time?
No, we don't point fingers.
Brian.
It's the boss's nephew. We can't fire him. This is my fourth explosion, Brian.
He's eating Junior Mints as you guys are rebuilding.
Why are there peanut butter M&Ms in the manifold, Brian?
Yeah, I checked it yesterday. Everything's fine.
That'll be fine. Everything's all right.
Yeah. No, we don't point fingers. It's a
But behind his back, do you say it?
No.
All right.
Just like they don't beat me up when I mess up.
Brian is still employed.
Brian's listening.
He's still there.
How'd that guy know that?
So you hear something's off. All right. You get to the tree, the starting line. Light turns green. Okay. I mean, you guys got unbelievable reaction times. Do you mash the gas pedal? You mash the throttle?
Yeah, as hard as you can.
As hard as you can.
When the tree comes down. When you commit, and I put that noise out of my mind, right? You're thinking about it, but then, when you talk to your crew chief on the radio and then you commit, that's all behind you. You don't think about it anymore. It's like, okay, I'm committed. I'm going to get this thing down the racetrack. And then I hit the gas, and I could feel the thing move left real quick. There's a lot of vibrations with these things. But it moved left real quick. And then I was like, okay, something's wrong with this thing. And I was coming off the throttle right when it blew up.
Oh, wow.
So the reason it went left is basically all the cylinders on the left-hand side of the engine weren't running, and the right was. So you have all the thrust from the pipes on the right side
throws the car
pushes
left.
you over.
Wow.
Wow, that's wild.
And how's your hearing? Seriously. If you go into the race, make sure you bring earplugs, especially for the kids.
Yeah, you have
everybody.
to.
Yeah, everybody, adults, kids. You got to have ear protection.
Yeah, I use ear protection. I even have the molded plugs that go in my ears. Underneath my helmet. I think my hearing's pretty good.
Yeah, even for a spectator, even with the ear protection, it's
deafening.
It's deafening. I can't imagine being actually on the rocket ship.
Yeah, no, it is totally deafening. It's a sport that, it just tests every one of your senses. You smell it, you hear it, you feel it. It's crazy. And TV doesn't do it justice.
No. Did you grow up wanting to be a drag racer, or did you have other aspirations? Maybe a race car driver, but not specifically a drag racer.
No, I wanted to be a drag racer. And I started as a crew member. I worked on these cars for quite a few years before I got the opportunity to drive. So, yeah.
You were Brian.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I was the guy
That's why you have so much sympathy for Brian. You dropped a peanut M&M or two in a manifold.
Exactly.
Is that typically how it goes if you're not?
No, usually not. Usually it's a progression where, kids start out, at 8 years old in junior dragsters, and then you go up to super comp, and then the alcohol cars, and then the fuel cars or pro stock, something like that.
Wow.
My daughter, she's racing. She'll be out here racing this weekend in super comp.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're different divisions. So you're the points leader in the funny car division. And you got top fuel, the funny car, you got pro stock, you got the motorcycles going. There's a lot of different divisions that'll be going over the weekend. But tell me what the differences, tell everybody what the differences between the divisions are. So especially the top three.
Yeah, so you have pro stock motorcycle, that's a normally aspirated motorcycle that's 200 miles an hour, and then you have pro stock cars, which is normally aspirated. They're not supercharged, fuel injected, 500-inch, and I think they're 650s at ET, and 210 miles an hour. Then you have funny cars that will be running less than 4 seconds at 330. And then
330 miles an hour.
Yeah, I actually have the record at 339.87 miles an hour.
Brag right here, this guy. Look at this guy bragging.
No, that's getting it.
Yeah, it's getting it.
Yeah.
And then the top fuel
dragsters, the long skinny car, and we have 2 of those on our team. With Brittany Force and Austin Prock driving, and those cars, go. They're about 0.2 of a second quicker than us, but about the same speed.
The top fuel cars are the long, skinny ones,
and they have the big wing on the back.
Yeah. Truly look like rocket ships.
Correct. Oh yeah,
I mean those things are incredible.
Oh yeah,
and it's amazing you're talking about like the different divisions too, because we have a Team Rizz member, like a big fan of the show, who his son is into racing or was into racing, and he was basically talking about it like we're familiar with soccer clubs and these kids coming up in soccer clubs and getting better and better, and then they're picked by certain teams, but they travel all over the place at a young age doing these big races, trying to get to the point where they can become a professional.
Yep.
It's amazing. I had no idea that it works kind of in a similar way to like what you think of like club soccer. And stuff.
I don't know how would one get into it.
So my daughter, she's been racing since she was 8 years old in a junior dragster, and then she aged out of that. So then super comp dragster, which is what she'll be racing this weekend, and that's basically that can be anywhere from 160 mile an hour car to 190 mile an hour car.
Wow.
And they go 8.9 seconds.
It's crazy.
And it's
kind of you win and you move up. You keep winning and you keep moving up. And we have a great racetrack.
Get used to speed. You got to get used to all what you have to do in the car, and then get used to the speed and driving, and then you can move up.
Yeah, and we got a great racetrack here where people have the ability to kind of get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great facility. They have all kinds of racing out there, and Curtis.
Curtis Francois
brought it back to life quite a few years ago because it had gone out of business, and he's just turned this thing next level.
Yeah, so you are the points leader. You got 4 races to go, including this race weekend.
That's correct. This is race 3 of the countdown. I won the first one. We were runner-up last weekend, and we need to come in here and defend our championship from last year. We won this race, so we need to do it again and keep the pressure on.
I know Tony Stewart is now racing NHRA cars.
Yeah.
Will he be here this weekend?
Yeah, I don't know that he's going to be racing this weekend, but I'm more than likely he'll be here. He might be racing. I don't know that. I do know there's a division race next weekend. He'll be back here for that. So he races in the alcohol dragster division.
Right. Tony Stewart, a.k.a. Smoke.
Yeah, it's pretty cool having him out here with us.
Yeah, he was my favorite NASCAR driver.
2 first names.
And now he's doing the NHRA stuff. But, hey, good luck this weekend. And, hey, make sure you get your tickets. So tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, the NHRA Midwest Nationals over at Worldwide Technology Raceway. See Robert win again. Because you're going to you got the Rizz kiss. Because usually when a race car driver comes in here, you win.
All right. Get
that Rizz kiss.
That is true.
WWTRaceway.com, WWTRaceway.com. I just want to ask one more question. What's the fastest you've ever gone in a car? Not your record setting.
Official record.
Not your official record, but.
I think I've gone like 140 miles an hour.
Not in your day-to-day car. I'm talking.
On a motorcycle.
On a motorcycle?
Holy
Damn.
smokes.
That wasn't very smart, and I only did it once.
Damn. 140. On a regular motorcycle?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have a screw loose to want to.
I didn't like it.
To want to even do what you're doing.
No, it's very safe. You see these explosions and all the things that happen, and these cars are very safe.
If I wanted to enter my 96 Jeep Grand Cherokee, is there some sort of process I can go through to like a jalopy race of some sort that I could come in there and get my feet wet?
That's what's cool about drag racing. You can race anything. And, a couple weeks ago they had what they call, it was a bracket race out there, and it was called the Million. And literally you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars if you can leave good, and have a consistent car and go rounds, you can win money.
Dude.
In that Jeep.
It's happening, bro.
Dude.
It's happening.
Yeah, that's
the Millennium Falcon is getting the.
I will be your crew chief.
Yeah.
I'll loan you on a crew guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Height.
It's just a tin can on a string with a really long string on
That's
it
the
while I'm
radio?
driving.
That's the radio. WWTRaceway.com to get your tickets. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
All right, 7:30. All right, we need some callers. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. We're going to play Do It Bitch next.
That's right.
And it's going to be Moon's version.
That's right.
All right, 7:31. Netflix told me you should watch The Machine from Bert Kreischer,
Ooh, it's
The
up there?
show or a movie?
the movie. I haven't seen it yet. Has anybody seen it?
No, I want to see
No.
it.
This music bed's ripping, dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
This feels like the right lead-in for what we're about to do.
Oh, because we're going to play Do It Bitch. Yeah. Hey, first off, before we get to playing Do It Bitch, I do want to thank the Rizz Show listeners. I didn't know the RFT was still doing this. We won the Reader's Choice Best of
of.
St. Louis.
Yeah, all right.
Rizz Show.
Pretty rad.
Which one? The best bakery or?
Let me see. Best of St. Louis 2023 Reader's Choice. Best movie theater, Alamo Drafthouse. I haven't been there yet.
Haven't been.
Me neither, but it looks cool.
It looks cool. Best theater company. Congratulations, Scott.
Thank you.
Stages won.
Yeah, appreciate that. It means a lot.
Best all ages venue, the Muni. Best live music venue, the Factory. Best gay bar, Rafe, Rehab St. Louis.
What's
All
that?
right, that's a good one.
Let me see here.
Hab was good too, but I like Rehab better.
That was
Best
good.
Jazz Club, Jazz St. Louis. Best Blues Club, Broadway Oyster Bar.
Yeah.
There were a couple that were like affiliated with
place,
the Rizz
dude.
Show. Like Best Grocer was Schnucks.
Yeah. Best Rock Club, The Pageant.
Best Sports Bar Hot Shots.
Yeah.
So
Hey.
Oh, here
really
it
good
is.
stuff.
Best radio show, The Rizzuto Show. We
Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Thank you for voting for us.
My favorite is, and I don't know how they did this at the RFT. Maybe employees are light, but like there's no write-up or blurb. It's literally just a link to 1057thepoint.com.
Well, this was the Reader's Choice.
Still,
Right, yeah,
if you scroll, there's others that have blurbs.
Oh,
Lots
really?
of them do not.
Is this like the People's Choice where you like it the most?
I wanted a little embellishment, that's all.
Hey, listen, just to be recognized
It's great.
is fine.
Because
We
it's
don't
the
need no
choice
write-up.
of the people.
There's nothing like winning an award that you didn't know you were up for.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
happened
appreciate it. Thank you.
RFT doesn't always reach out.
And thanks to Post-Dispatch and STL Today readers, because Greek Fire was voted the best band in St. Louis
Look at
for
that.
their headliner set.
Winners.
Pretty rad. So thank you, Greek Fire fans
And-
and all of St. Louis.
Congratulations to the #1 comedian in St. Louis, a category they do not have.
Yeah, Rafe Williams.
I know, Rafe Williams.
Now, some years they do. It's crazy because there's been times that I've been up for stuff and I didn't find out till after it was over. Or you win. It's nice to win, but it's
Yeah.
like they don't reach out and be like, hey, you're up for this, just so you know. You just find out.
Hey, did you see that RFT thing? The best local band? El Monstero.
Oh, no, I know. Oh, hey, congratulations on Monstero.
Love those guys.
No, I didn't know, and it's appreciated. Thank you all for voting for us.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It makes us feel good.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. You like us. You
You
like
really
us.
like
You
us.
really, really like us.
We don't like ourselves, that's for
No,
sure. Because every
we
week on
hate
this show, we're
ourselves.
getting shot in the ass, and we're getting ready to right now again.
Yes, well, let's play Do It, Bitch. All right, we have some fabulous prizes. We got tickets to go see
Oh my
Bad
gosh,
Religion.
I forgot that there are shots involved here.
Oh, yeah.
Golly.
And I didn't have good pants for this at all.
I don't think you did.
I really, truly
I think
did.
when you asked to host, it was a very much you were thinking about.
Definitely
Wait, you
not, because
hosted?
remember the host is on the line too. For
Yeah, the
this
host is
crap.
on the line,
Oh,
too.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So we got Bad Religion tickets. We got tickets to go see Helmet. We got tickets to go see Fragile Porcelain Mice. So we need the teams. So this is a game where there's gamblers and guessers.
Oh man.
Okay, Moon is the host. We'll throw out a category. The gamblers will kind of go back and forth, guessing how many things in that category the guesser can name in 10 seconds. They'll go back and forth. If one team thinks the other team overplayed their hand, they'll say, do it, bitch. We'll bring the guessers back in. They'll have to name however many the gamblers agreed upon in 10 seconds, and we'll play best of 5.
Okay.
Just realized the Great Wheel looks like What was that game called?
Simon Says.
Simon Says.
We got to hit the thing.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get our teams. Spin the great wheel, Moon.
Come on, big money.
Spinning.
No whammies, no whammies.
Spinning. Oh, that's
Stop.
on Scott.
All right, King Scott. And who's going to be King Scott's teammates?
Cheer.
On a
Take
team.
Scott off the wheel. And here we go.
Let's see who's
Scott's
lucky, who's
teammate?
going to win.
And it's
Scott
Rafe.
and Rafe.
The line. It me.
Yeah.
So
the
King
winners
Scott
right here, champs.
and Rafe. And it's me and Lern. Okay.
I had a dream about this last night. I knew you were going to be my partner.
Really?
Yes.
I'm excited.
And here's who
How did it end
I
up?
am.
I thought we don't. No. This doesn't count. You do it at the end.
I thought I was
You do it
hitching
at
my
the end.
wagon.
No,
No,
you do it at the
I
end.
I see.
Do
Oh
it at the
no!
end.
You get nothing
So I
right
can't.
now.
So I can't.
You do it at the end.
So I don't get the opportunity to stress out during
You do
the
it at
game.
the end.
Yeah.
Oh,
that way
no.
you can't,
yeah,
cater
you'll be
to
clear-headed
anyone.
this way.
How did your dream end?
It ended badly for us.
I like those kind of dreams.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
All right, so let's see who on the phone, who they will back. Chris, good morning.
Happy birthday, Rafe.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, man.
All right, are you going to be King Scott and Rafe or me and Lern?
I'm going with Rafe.
Rafe,
All right.
What was that guy's name?
that's Chris.
All right.
Kyle, what team are you going to back?
Well, I guess I have to go with Rizz and Lern.
You go with whoever you want. I'm not putting a
Wow,
cap
did
on
you hear
this.
the disappointment
Right.
in that
If
voice?
you want to go King Scott and Rafe, you could do that.
Okay, I'll go King Scott and Rafe.
He wants tickets.
Sick burn.
Shannon, who do you want?
Yeah, what's happening?
Who do you want?
We'll take you guys. I got you.
Okay.
Sorry, man, I'm driving.
All right.
A little unfocused.
All right, hang on. TJ, who do you want?
I'll try Rafe.
Okay, Rafe and
I'll
King
try
Scott.
the Rafe.
All right.
Aura,
Hey,
who do you
try
want?
me. See if you like me.
Who do
I'll
you
go
want?
Rizz and Lern.
Okay, Riz and
Okay.
Lern. Okay, hang on.
Split house.
And Abby, who do you want?
Let's do you and Lern.
Okay.
Right down the middle.
Okay. Whew.
Going to be some happies and some sads.
Yep.
Okay, so since King Scott and Rafe were picked first, who's going to be the gambler? Who's going to be the guesser first?
We have no advantage here, so what do you want to do? You want
I
to
will
gamble
do
or
the
guess?
yeah. I'll do the gamble first.
All right, I'll guess first.
Learn, what do you want to do? You want to gamble first?
I want to
or
gamble
guess?
first.
All right, you want to gamble first.
R&R.
No. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Every time I do this, I'm with Scott. So I want to actually switch it up. So I'll be the guesser
Moon,
first.
grab your headphones. I'm going to switch headphones. So Moon's going to come behind the board here, and he's going to run the show. So you're going to guess first, Learn?
Yeah, I'm going to guess first.
All right.
Extra bones over there.
Captain Moon, please report to the bridge. Captain Moon,
All right,
please
you and I.
report to the bridge.
Let's go.
All right,
Hey, where are my headphones over here?
What?
everybody keep it
Where are my headphones?
above the belt.
Where are your headphones?
I don't know.
Well, they've disappeared.
Do you not have headphones?
I have the buds. Here, give
I'm not.
I don't know, man. There's
Use those.
I'm not putting your earbuds in.
Use those.
yeah, they smell good. They smell like cheese a little bit, like American cheese.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Moon's going to run the show here.
Okay,
Off
gents.
to a good start.
Okay, so
All
we
right.
are the gamblers.
You guys are the gamblers,
Okay, what's our first category?
and I want to give you the category of. This is going to be any time in history, okay? Any time in history, and I will say that to them. Any time in history, major league pitchers.
Major league pitchers.
Major league pitchers.
So how many major league pitchers do you think Rafe could name in 10 seconds, King Scott?
I'm gonna go with 6.
6.
6 major league pitchers. We're
There
starting
is
with
a
6.
definite disadvantage for Team Lern and Rizz here.
What?
Maybe.
Maybe.
6. There's no way she could name 6. There's no way. If I said 7, there's no way she could name 7. No way.
Well, we could find out.
No way.
What do you think?
And any time in history,
Any time in history.
this is not fair. You could say 2. And I'm gonna have to say do it, bitch.
All right, we'll
right.
take it.
All
I'm
right,
gonna have to
get
say
him in
do
here.
it, bitch.
Get him in here.
Okay. All right.
Cool, man.
Good luck, both of you.
Thank you so much.
Cool,
I know
man.
what's
You made eye
happening.
contact with me too long.
I
You
don't
gotta
know.
tell.
Did you wear my headphones?
I did. Yeah, are they warm?
Your ears are warm.
Yeah. They're warm. Well,
These are
Moon's got
hats.
earbuds and he can't find his headphones, and I'm gonna put
Well,
his-
my headphones are usually for the guests, but
Oh, I moved them.
They're
I'm
gone.
sorry. They're right there.
Oh, okay.
oh, there they are. Okay, yeah.
Those are your headphones?
You can borrow those. Yeah, yeah.
I
But
didn't know.
I leave them in here for the guests. All right, guys. The number.
Wait, who's up?
I'm getting there.
Oh, all right, you're changing up the order.
First of all, this is just so you know, it's any time in history. Any time in history.
Okay.
That's not the category, but this is what's allowed. Any time in history. Rafe,
Dang it.
I would like you to name 6 major league pitchers.
Sandy Koufax, Bob Gibson, Kirk, Adam Wainwright,
I love it. I love
the
it.
way you phrased it threw me off.
Point for us.
Oh my God.
Thank God I was not up for that, by the way.
Pretty impressive for Rizz to get a point after he sat there and said, "This is completely unfair. Absolutely unfair. There's no way this should be a question."
Dude, the way you phrased that fried my brain.
Why is that?
Because you don't find out. Usually, you know that you're doing it, and you know the number way ahead.
Right.
So you were like, name 6. I didn't find out it was 6 until it
Hey,
left
this
your
is
mouth.
Moon's running
Okay.
the show.
Wow.
Here.
I'll
Moon's
do-
running
I'll
the
do
show.
that.
Changes. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, it
Moon's running
changes
the
it.
show.
That's
It
fine.
changes
That's
it.
fine. Then
That's good to know.
I'll do the
No,
same thing.
I
for
like
them.
what you're doing. I'm saying like it changes
I'll
it.
do the same thing for them, and
say
then we'll
here's
go
what
back to
you
the other ones. see how
Because
people do.
you haven't
Team
wrapped your
Ramrod.
mind around like the number.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Because I should have been able to do that, and I completely just froze.
Okay, so Scott got to go first, and that is your teammate. So
Okay.
Lern,
Okay.
you will be going first on this category. The category is United States vice presidents.
Ooh, this is a good one.
How many United States vice presidents can your teammate, Scott Rizzuto?
Rizz is 45. He's smart. I think he could definitely get 5.
We're going to need somebody with a list just to be checking answers,
yeah.
probably. You say 5?
I think 5, yeah. 5 vice presidents for sure.
What do you think, Rafe?
6.
6. King
6.
Scott does 6, he says.
6 vice presidents. Let's see, 4 years as a term. Couple have had 8 years. So in our lifetime, what? How many vice presidents is that? Like we've had.
Well, remember
40
there's
years.
the 2-term limit wasn't until a couple decades ago.
Let's see. So
Been a lot of vices become presidents.
Rizz could do 7.
7.
Yeah, man.
7 U.S. vice presidents.
Do it, bitch.
Oh, come on in.
All right. No movements.
There ain't no way he's doing 8.
I see Moon with his ooh face. What's that about?
Okay. So the number is. No, I'm not going to give you the number.
Yeah.
Oh!
Let's
I'll,
see how
I'll,
this
I'll say again. Anytime in history, Rizz,
Okay.
you are up, and I need you to name 7 U.S. vice presidents.
Aaron Burr, Dan Quayle, Kamala Harris, Dick Cheney, Richard Nixon, Hoover.
It's a lot harder when it's phrased that way, isn't it?
And his vice president. You thought I was going to get 6?
Honestly, I was just trying to run the VIG a little on. I wanted 7 for him.
You
and
went
we got
deep
it.
in at first. Like you didn't, I
man.
thought you'd go chronologically backwards.
And I don't even know if Aaron Burr was right.
I don't either. These are good showings and
was.
Okay, I
good
believe
bets because you guys are all getting close.
I can't believe you went that deep. I thought we were going to start with now and work back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, get out.
Well, then I went, Harris.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You started going.
You did good,
You
man.
did
I'm telling
okay.
you.
You jumped
it's
on it.
crazy.
I didn't say Biden, idiot. Damn it.
All right.
That's a tough one.
I think I've got a good one here.
Vice presidents. That was a good one.
Yeah,
that
great
was a good
question,
one.
man.
Steve, oh, hey, thanks. Now I will give the number out from here on out. We'll do it earlier. We'll do it old school style.
Okay.
If that's how you guys good with that.
No, I like it the way we're doing
whatever.
it.
Okay.
It's your
It's
style.
your show.
And the current score is
1-1.
1 to 1.
With zeros.
Okay, so the topic is Anytime in history, St. Louis area malls.
Malls. Okay, who's going to gamble first?
Define St. Louis area.
Like West County Mall.
Over in Illinois, everywhere.
St. Louis area. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we'll say metro area. Metro area. Reasonable. I mean, you can't name something in Springfield.
Yeah.
So, obviously, there's a finite number here.
Okay.
St. Louis area malls.
Who's going to start?
Lern started the last time because Scott started the other one. So, we're going to go ahead and start with you, Rizz.
Okay. I think Lern could do four local malls in 10 seconds.
I do too.
Okay, so
This is
you
where
won't
it gets
be-
tough. So that's almost the full limit.
no.
No, I'm going to say Rafe can do. Oh, am I being dumb?
I mean,
I'm going to say he could do
Galleria.
5.
Rafe to 5.
5
Rafe to
local
5.
malls. I'm trying to think myself. There's like West County Mall, Galleria.
Right. But I'm not going to get involved here.
And this is of all time. Like they don't have to be active now.
Anytime in history.
Chesterfield Mall.
Don't have to be active.
You said Rafe could do 5? Mm-hmm. I think Lern could do 6.
Oh, yes.
Well,
We've got a gamble off.
I think Rafe could easily do 7, but I'm just kidding. I'm going to say do it, bitch.
Oh! Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Look me in the eye right now.
What's up, guys? How's everybody feeling?
Oh, let's go.
You got the pink pig?
Looking at my tail over there.
Lern's got the pink pig, her stress pig over there, and you're going to need it.
You're going to need it. You're going to need it.
man.
Because
baby,
Lern, you're
let's
up
go.
the number. I'll give you the number early
I don't
this
even care
time
about
on
the
this whole
number.
round. Okay?
No.
Don't
Whoa,
even.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Can't
whoa.
change now.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Well, he just
it's
did 2
the next round.
that way,
You
now
guys are
it's going.
tied. You guys are tied.
Oh, all right.
All is well. The number is 6. And I need you, anytime in history, to tell me 6 St. Louis area malls.
West County Mall, South County Mall, Crestwood Mall, World's Fair Market Mall, Jamestown Mall, and
What happened? What'd you get? Did you get 5?
Oh, yeah.
Now, I thought you guys had a chance with
That's tough,
premium
man.
outlet malls. The
that's true.
Prestige, Taubman.
Chesterfield Mall.
I went World's Fair
Chesterfield Mall,
1904.
South County.
You did. Good job. Good job.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
The Antique Mall.
Dude, I couldn't think Jamestown Mall, like the one that was just demolished, right? They just
they're
tore it
demolishing
down.
now.
Yep.
But I am proud that I got all of the ones that matter.
It's pretty
Thank
good.
There you go.
What was
pretty
the mall
good,
by your
guys.
World's
house? like,
Fair. What's
growing
that
up?
one?
South County Mall.
Okay.
Fairview Heights Mall. Would that have counted?
Yeah,
St.
sure.
Louis.
St. Louis area.
Chesterfield.
Mother F.
Sorry about that, guys.
good.
Love
Now
it.
you guys
Good.
know.
Everybody's getting close, though. This is good partnerships.
I love it. I thought we were toast. When you said malls, I'm like, well, she's about to rattle off
That was-
20 things.
Dude, that's my jam, too.
Okay, while the Scots are out there,
Okay.
we've got Rizz here, who's done mornings for a long time, and Scott doesn't seem like a party animal or a late night guy.
Right.
We're going to start with Rafe,
Okay.
and I want you to tell me how many your partner will name when it comes to late night TV hosts.
All time?
Yeah, any time in history.
Are we going to count, are these specifically late night talk show hosts?
I want it to be specific late night talk show hosts.
Can't be
yes.
someone who hosted Saturday Night Live or something like that.
No. We're not talking about. Yeah, we're not talking about
It has
hosts.
to be a
and-
serial
yes,
show of some
like
sort.
a host. We're talking the Lettermans, the Lenos.
Would Dave Chappelle count for the Chappelle Show?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't think so. Because we're talking about mainstream national network,
We're talking-
network TV late
We're
night.
talking Carson, Leno, Kimmel,
What about-
that vein.
What about like Jon Stewart? Because he hosted the Daily
Trevor
Show.
Noah.
Fred Ferguson.
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
I think that
you want to
counts.
count those guys? Ferguson
I think-
definitely counts.
I think it counts. I
Conan-
think we should count the Comedy Central shows that
Okay.
are on at night. Colbert Report,
Yeah.
which
Because they're the same.
Jon Stewart,
Colbert
Trevor
counts,
Noah,
obviously.
etc.
Same setup.
etc.
Okay, so with that in mind, Rafe, you're up first.
I think Scotty Too Hottie can do 6.
6. Wow.
Game hasn't changed over here. The clock still says 10 seconds.
Okay.
Learn.
I think he can do it. I think he knows that stuff.
Let's see. There's Letterman. There's Conan. There's Colbert. There's the Jimmys. Yeah, 6 would probably be good. I think Rizz could do 7.
Dang.
Okay.
Man, this is tough.
And by the way, when you present this, I hope you say, "Hey, any channel," because that would insinuate Comedy Central, TBS.
You okay with that?
Any channel is leading, but
Because how else are you going to say like, "Hey, you can count without giving away a clue"? I'm just saying.
I think if I don't say anything specific, they'll assume it's pretty general across the board. And if they start saying the Colberts, well, Colbert,
just accepting it. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
we've decided ahead of time
All
to
right.
accept it.
Yeah.
What'd you say? 7?
She's up to 7.
7.
He's got faith.
He's gonna go Carson. Rizz is gonna know the old school guys.
Yeah.
He's gonna know Carson. He's gonna know
Carson.
Jack Benny. He's probably no. There's Jack Parr. There's Johnny Carson.
He's gonna know that. He's gonna know Paul.
He's gonna know some of the old ones.
He's probably watched the history of late night. You know.
I don't know if Scott can do 8 though. Do it, bitch.
All right, let's go.
There it
Let's
is.
do it.
7 was my magic number before. 7 shall be my magic number again.
What the hell is that all about? You guys took forever.
Yeah. Well.
Hey, dude.
Sorry,
so did
man.
you.
I was trying to wrangle them in. They just wouldn't stop talking.
We had to get some
Ridiculous.
clarification on things.
Okay.
Again, my favorite thing to do is to listen to the podcast later after it posts and hear what my teammate has said
Right.
about me
Yeah.
being such an
All the
idiot.
sweet things they say about us. Yeah.
Okay.
I have not said a negative thing about you.
We'll see about that.
Oh, yeah. Go to the tape.
Tail of the
Roll
tape.
the tape.
All
Roll
right.
tape.
Well, your number is 7, and it's one of the Scots. And Rizz, you're up.
Oh, goddamn it. This is for the win, right?
Hey, you got this.
For them winning.
Yep.
Now,
Thank you.
Excuse
7.
me.
No.
Excuse me. You got this.
Okay, thank you, teammate.
Oh, yeah. We're
7.
2-1.
Yeah.
Rizz,
got it.
with the game on the line.
7.
Rizz, I want you to name me 7 late night TV hosts.
Jimmy Fallon, Stephen Colbert, Trevor Noah, Jon Stewart, David Letterman, Conan O'Brien, and Bill Maher.
Let's go.
Is
Let's go.
that
Late night.
7?
That is 7.
That was 7.
7.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about HBO Max.
Oh,
You
yeah, I
nailed
forgot
it.
about HBO.
Me neither.
So
So
we
that
weren't even
counts as
thinking
late
about
night,
those.
huh?
Hey, man, well done. Keeps the game alive.
Proud of you, man.
The drama continues.
Did I not say Conan?
You did.
I did. Okay.
Yeah.
You're lucky
Say it
because
again.
we
You didn't
had
say
the
Carson.
conversation before whether we were going to take cable or
Oh,
not.
why? I mean,
We just had to have the conversation.
That's
it
what
had to
took
be
so long.
decided. That's what took so long.
okay.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't even thought of those guys as late night hosts.
See? Glad
Yeah.
you weren't up.
I mean, Dennis Miller. I mean, there was a lot more on the table
sure,
once you start
sure,
opening the
Yeah.
HBOs.
Chelsea Handler, because she had that E network show
Oh,
for a while.
yes. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well done. The
Get
score is
out.
2-2. Get out
Oh, this is it. This is for the win.
for the
This is for the win. Where you go? This is for the win.
Scott left. Scott left.
That's a
He
great
doesn't
sign.
know where he is.
to walk out.
Okay. All right, Scotts.
Yes.
How we feeling?
Real good
feel
now.
okay.
Okay, game is tied.
Here we
Game's
go.
on the line.
Okay.
Really think this through, okay?
No.
I want you to tell me what your partner is going to come up with when I ask them to name movies that were in theaters this year. Any movies that came out in theaters this year. 2023
Okay,
releases.
2023 releases.
We're giving
And there's
giving
no,
us
is this only brand new releases or stuff that could have come back? And,
New releases.
okay. New
Right?
releases. Because there's been
Oh,
re-releases.
Listen,
come on.
the 3 and 5 question that we always get people with is movies in theaters right now.
I mean,
But you know
so
what?
if you say Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Yeah, for so we don't have to look it up. Let's do new releases 2023 in
Okay.
theaters.
Okay.
Okay? A little taste of our
New-
own medicine here with the movies in theaters right now.
new releases.
Yes, and we started with Rafe on the last one. So we will start with Scott on this one because we went back and forth.
Okay.
Sorry, it's the tiebreaker.
He could easily do 4.
4. 4 movies that came out in 2023.
4 movies in 20. He'll say Oppenheimer. He'll say Barbie. Mm-hmm. He'll say. I'll say Do It, Bitch.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll take this.
Oh, my
All right.
goodness.
I don't know. I know Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, I mean, there's a... Guys,
This is for the win, guys.
this
not
is for
looking
the
at me.
win.
This is for the
This
win.
is for the win, and Rizz is not making eye contact.
We're
I
sorry we
know
took
what's
so long.
going on.
Sorry we took so long.
Okay.
You ready, Lern?
Yes.
Learn it's not you, Rafe. It's you.
Here we go.
He was looking down, kind of feeling it. Okay, your partner thinks that you can get 4. Okay?
Okay.
4.
Oh, boy. What is this going to be?
Which means Rizz doesn't think Learn can get 5.
Which is great.
High five.
Rafe,
Yes.
I want you to tell me 4 movies that were released in theaters this year.
Barbie, Oppenheimer, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Beau is Afraid. Just for good measure, let's say the new Fast and Furious movie.
Let's see. Was Bo?
The new Fast and
But he
Furious
had-
movie.
He already had 4.
Yeah, he got the goal.
Didn't he?
Yeah,
Really?
we did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have been able to get it, but that 4.
Wait, he said Barbie?
Barbie, Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
Teenage
Beau is
Mutant Ninja
Afraid.
Turtles,
Beau is Afraid.
Beau is Afraid.
Damn it.
Came out.
That came out
Damn it.
this year?
Yeah.
Yep, I just looked it up. 2023.
I know
Nighty
that-
night. Keep your butt cheeks tight.
Hey, go ahead and spin for.
Oh,
to
yeah,
see
yeah.
what
Here, spin the wheel.
Moon's
Moon,
favorite
I
is.
was
Oh,
going to spin the
God.
wheel.
I forgot about
I was
this.
just thinking of all the scary films
I
coming out,
forgot
too.
about
Nun,
this.
Nun 2.
Let's see
When to
who.
spin the, how do I get over there?
Click the mouse all the way to the right. There
Okay.
you go. And then click the wheel. Click the wheel.
Okay, so
Click the wheel. Come on.
whatever. If it lands on,
If it lands on Learn, I get shot.
if the wheel lands on Learn, you get shot. Okay.
So,
Come on,
wheel
Rafe.
spinning,
Blue.
wheel
Come
spinning,
on, Rafe.
spinning.
yeah, yeah.
No, keep going, baby. Keep going.
And
It looks
you're all
like
I
getting it.
hate this game.
You're all getting it.
This is so good.
we're all getting shot.
This is dumb. Somebody film this.
Justice.
I love this game.
all getting
Somebody
shot.
film this.
Oh, man.
Riz, you got to film it because Scott's going to shoot.
Yeah, I don't have my phone with me.
90.
If I'm getting shot.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Rafe, you got to film it.
Yeah, that's fine. Nighty night.
Oh, man.
Great. Twice in 1 week for me. This is
Great wheel. Great sucks.
We'll take turns.
Can I?
We got a lot
Can
of
I
butts.
request right cheek today, please? Thank you.
Damn it.
Maybe.
I was afraid. I didn't think you could do it, pal.
Well, you were wrong, and now you pay the piper.
I didn't think you could do it. Hey, by the way, Craig's is Freak of the Week next.
Craigslist Freak of the Week coming up next. But now,
All right.
live on the Rizz Show.
All right. Are you going to tell us who's who?
Are you doing everybody?
First? All right, let's do it quickly, okay? Because we're running out of time here.
Well, okay, we're running out of time. Sorry.
All right, we'll start with Mooners over there.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Go, baby. Stupid God.
So you guys guess the next one?
Guess who?
Oh, baby.
Guess who? It's you. And finally, oh, poor Lern.
Ooh. You got to flip it upside down. Flip it upside down. God darn.
If
Oh, man.
if the third one dry fires, you're off the hook.
Oh, wait.
Here, let me see it.
Oh, poor Lern. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Left her on the wall by herself, you cowards. What a couple of pieces of trash. Bad teammate.
Bad teammate.
He's over here shaking one in the chamber for you. Oh, look at that.
Man.
BB's all over the place.
That counts. One hitter.
Scott, excellent shot. Excellent
Technically,
shot.
that counts. One did hit her that bounced off the floor.
That hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. Oh.
Oh, no.
Cock it upside down.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this damn gun.
The gods.
The gods.
Man, the gods are...
Oh, no. Where did that hit you? It hit you in the back?
I got her on the hip.
Oh,
That was not me, Learn.
Man, he shot you underhand. Your own teammate.
The F word is being said under this map.
Yeah, I was going for the meat this time, and he
Tell
did
me
not.
what you think of your teammate for what he
Dude.
just did to you.
Love Handle City. That was like not even.
Oh, I know.
That was like back fat, man.
Yeah, he hit me in a weird place last time.
Yeah, I'm not a good shot with
Why did you say that? You
I
wanted
was
to.
too
He
nice.
took it upside
So
down
mad
and
at
didn't
you.
even aim it.
so mad at you. All right, we'll take a break.
I can honestly say in the history of games since I've started, that's the first time I saw a teammate
Shoot.
shoot the other teammate.
right. Couldn't
true.
take it.
Golly, that's burning.
It's 8:09. It's Thursday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming up.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Still a lot of racing left in 2023 at WWT Raceway. NHRA Midwest Nationals, September 29th to October 1st. Get your tickets now. We have delays 270 eastbound between 255 and 44. Oh, no, there's little bullets all over the place.
Yeah, that's my fault. I spilled them all over the place.
Average speeds down to 25 miles an hour. Your point forecast, possible showers south this morning and possible fog here and there. Should be gone by 9 a.m. High of 83. Right now it's 65 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Free of the week next. Well, the beginning was.
You know everyone.
Everybody. Well, we won the RFT Reader's Choice Award this year. So.
Well, yeah, and Carrie Underwood follows that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio, Mr. Luke Spencer.
Thank you.
From the very, very popular YouTube channel Rocked.
Yes.
Which and you last time you were here was the day before Point Fest.
Correct. Right before Point Fest.
And you never met Lern.
No. This is our first time meeting.
Yes. I met her in pain, so you're still wearing it off.
I shot you in the hip accidentally.
Yeah. I know. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm still kind of mad at you.
I feel kind of a little bit bad.
That's all right.
But are you familiar with Luke's channel?
Yes, actually, since joining the show. I mean, I've seen rock.net like everywhere, right?
Okay, good.
Yeah, like you are, it's funny because I was talking to you during the break about what your background is.
Mm-hmm.
And because, I mean, who didn't want to work for like Rolling Stone when they were in high school? And you're kind of doing the new age version of that with your YouTube action.
Trying to, yes. Like I have my own site to host everything, but still I do YouTube. Then I have my own site to help push that. And I use YouTube community page to push my photography, to push my articles, whatever that might be as well.
Yeah, you're a concert photographer too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Incredible.
And you were in town, and you live out in the Virginia area.
Correct. I now live in Virginia. Last year I got married and decided to say fond farewell to St. Louis, but I come back every few months.
Right, and you were here for the Avenged Sevenfold show on Monday.
Correct.
You shot last night's Baby Metal.
Death Clock and Baby Metal. That was a trip, too. That was wild, to say the least. It was fun. It was great, but it was fun.
And, you know, one of your latest videos is titled Concert Photography is Rough.
Yes.
And did you watch it yet, Moon? Because you're in it.
Yeah.
You were in it.
We had a little clip of you at Point Fest. Yeah.
You got my good side, too. I appreciate that.
Good. I'm glad.
I thought you looked good. You look cool.
Yeah.
You look cool, man.
Always from the left. Always.
You look cool.
I feel like I try not to get anyone's bad side looking horrendous in photos and then post them.
Right.
It's a little weird, you know. So.
I mean, but it tells the story of what goes on in front of the stage with the photographers.
Yeah.
And, well, listen, we've all been to shows, but I've never been in the front as a photographer.
Right.
Amongst the security guards behind the gate as fans are flying over you.
Crowd surfing.
Yeah. You get good at dodging and sensing when you need to move. Like security will tap you in the back or push you really fast. So you get really good, and you only get 3 songs. Usually the standard is the first 3 songs of every set. So you have a limited amount of time, and you can't just say, hey, I didn't get enough good shots. Can I get one more?
Yeah, that's like the standard, too. I mean, as far as I've been touring, like the standard, the 3 songs thing.
That's been forever.
But I like it when you give them more time. And anytime we're given the option, sometimes that's a venue rule, sometimes it's a band rule. I mean, it's always a venue rule for the most part, but sometimes it's a band rule, and the band's like, they don't want you there. Cause,
exactly.
To be honest, not all photographers are good at getting out of the way.
No, they're not, unfortunately. There's a lot of stories about that, too. I shot Riot Fest this past last weekend, which was fantastic in Chicago. Turnstile was there. If you know Turnstile, the crowd gets rowdy right from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic show. One of the poor photographers stopped to tie their shoe right in the middle of the pit during the first song, and people were tripping all over each other. It got a little bit awkward. Security was getting upset, and the poor guy was just like, what? What's going on?
Every once in a while, you'll hear a story about a photographer either getting in the way or becoming part of a story.
Yeah.
Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age a couple of years ago kicked a photographer in the face on purpose.
Yeah. Now
it was a wild show. Like he gigged his own forehead on that show too. It was like bleeding all over intentionally.
It was a female photographer, by the way.
Yeah. Weird stuff. But just as an artist, like as a performer, I like photographers when they're there all the time. It kind of gives me something more to play to, more things to play with. And if you think about it, the first 3 songs of a lot of these bands that have been going at it for a while are usually the same damn 3 songs. They're going to be performed in the same damn similar way. So what's making your photo different than yesterday's photo of this same freaking song?
And from the same photographers that shoot at the same city area too.
So I like to get as much as I can and give as much as I can to the photographers, because a lot of them are great artists. A lot of you guys are like, I mean, there's like art being done when you're in that pit. And what if I like to build sets that are super dynamic. Most bands that are good are like building these big dynamic sets. Maybe the singer is playing a guitar here. Maybe the singer's playing a piano. Maybe the drummer comes out and does something special. There are hardly any pictures of that kind of stuff when you're limiting everybody to only the first 3 songs.
Correct.
So I really like the opportunity given to more photographers to do other stuff.
I love your photos. Our buddy Todd Morgan takes great pictures.
Yeah, I know.
Todd.
Yep. Rima does a great job. Who works for the point?
Yeah,
she does
Rima's
a lot
great.
of good stuff.
And you know, I think they should do. I think they should do like a lottery kind of thing. If there's a ton, let's say there's a ton of photographers.
Yes.
I think 4 of you guys get songs 1 through 4, and then the next 4 get songs 4 through 8.
That's a good idea.
I mean,
Great-
that'd be
it's a
so
great
dope.
example
and
of
it'd be good for artists too, and venues, because then they're going to have different aspects of the shows.
Yeah, really 2 examples of that. Last night, Baby Metal didn't do the first 3. They did songs 4 through 8. We'd never done it that way before, but we got more songs out of it.
Wow,
they had
cool.
because they had like an outfit change or something after the first 3 songs. So it was very well organized. It was easy. Someone threw up in the photo pit over the barricade. So that was Baby Metal's first debut for St. Louis too. Man, they got a treat that night. But still, the principle's there. And another example, the lottery thing. I got to shoot The Cure at Riot Fest, which is a huge bucket list thing.
I'm sorry, I have audio of somebody vomiting into the pit.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there were some photographers in the splash zone yesterday. It was unfortunate. Yeah. Now, actually, add Baby Metal music to that, and you'll have my night last night. I'm done. That guy was really sick.
I'm done.
Wow.
Oh, God. Just the way it thumps is just unnerving for me.
I'm done. So where could somebody go to see all your pictures?
Okay, you can go to rock.net. That has like separated out for my photos and people that work for like do shows for Rocked as well, like other photographers. Rock.net, there's a tab for photos, everything I do. My Event 7 photos are already up. I'm waiting for my baby Metal and Death Clock photos to get approved before I post them. All the festivals I've done, like Riot Fest and Blue Ridge Rock Fest, which was a wild festival earlier this month. All that stuff's already up there, so you can see tons of my stuff, my portfolio with all my favorite photos, and some of my best stuff is on there as well.
Is Blue Ridge the one that got rained out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what a
that's
mess.
the least of the issues with Blue Ridge. Yes, I was there.
Was it quite disorganized as well?
Is that Kentucky?
That's Southern Virginia, Northern North Carolina, like right on the border. Everything you heard is unfortunately true.
Yeah, I was following your adventures.
Yeah, we're learning more and more. Now the news is like a lot of people got sick from the water stations. Like there was something in the water. And it was like Virginia State Health had to like put out and issue a statement saying get this medication.
Whoops.
So it keeps doing that. They still have not given word about refunds.
Hey, I have audio.
No.
There was like they were really sick, Rizz. Do you have any audio of what it was like at Blue Ridge?
I do. It was for.
It was that guy. Yeah. And that was oversold 50,000 people.
I'm sorry, they're not done.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep cutting off the bodily fluids. I'm sorry.
And didn't Pantera pull out? Like they didn't play?
They didn't even get to play Sunday.
Yeah.
So no one got to play Saturday or Sunday. 2 full days canceled on Saturday. They said, we just can't plan it. And Friday was rained out after 5:30. So the headliners for Thursday, did not get to play at all either. The storm that came Thursday really was that bad. It was destructive. People were getting hurt. And since they had to evacuate over 40,000 people instantly, but the thing is, though,
I'm sure that was nice and
a
organized.
lot of them were campers. Their campsites were destroyed. And the people that weren't campers, they had to park 5 miles away in a lot, and they had to get school bus shuttles from the entrance to the
God.
lot.
I told you, nothing good comes from camping. I told you.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
I told you.
One bad story.
I can't stress enough. These people were out in the elements, like trying to seek shelter until like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, just waiting for shuttles to take them back to the car. That was day one. Day one.
Well, Luke Spencer's here. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel, Rocked. So, Lern, you didn't hear the story about how we met.
Yeah.
So, I guess it was during the pandemic.
Yeah. It was like 2020, 2021, where I got the email from you.
Yeah, for some reason, his channel, I hit the algorithm right, and I was just being fed his videos. And I watched almost all of them. Like, I was like binge watching Luke's videos. And there was one video, he was wearing a Blues jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I go, wonder if this is a St. Louis guy. So I found your email address, and I just wrote you a message just to say, hey, man, I like your channel.
Yep.
That's it. Like, just, see, we're talking at the top of the show about just people hating on stuff. I will leave a message saying I like your stuff.
It's true. It's the rare, kind feedback that's very rare on YouTube ever for anyone.
And I don't tell anybody I do it. I just, if I like your channel, I will literally send you a message going, hey, man, I dig what you're doing. Keep it up.
Cool.
And then you wrote me back almost immediately and said, hey, man, I got to job shadow you
Back in 2004, my senior year, for one day at the point when you were doing nights still.
Yeah.
To Lern radio, I was the most nervous kid. I was like, don't say anything stupid.
That's so
don't do
great.
anything bad. So.
In 2003?
2004.
2004.
Did
Wow,
he let you look him in the eye?
He said, call me Mr. Rizzuto and don't look at the,
Yes,
don't look
and
up
I
ever.
and I appreciated you you doing that.
He said, yeah, I held his coffee for him.
Did you want to get into radio at that time?
At the time, yeah, and I was still going through college for that too, but at the same time, that was the time where everyone wanted in radio, and it got really competitive, so I could not find anything.
Because I was going to say, your voice is really good.
And now you can't find anybody that wants to get into radio.
That's true.
Well, it's an interesting way it goes, I guess.
How the pendulum has swung, right? Now everybody wants to be a TikToker. Or what you're doing. Everybody wants to do what you're doing.
I've heard that. The TikTok thing's wild, too. TikTok's a whole different beast on its own.
Everybody wants to do what you're doing. Have a successful YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well, I hope they know about the years of getting paid very little to nothing and just sticking with it until you finally have enough time to put into it to make it full time. Then you can look into it.
Sure, but listen, you've achieved.
I'm very lucky. I know I am.
A lot of success.
So,
yeah. You have that silver play button.
Yes.
Behind you in every video. So
You say that The Cure was kind of a bucket list for you. What other bands are under your bucket list?
I've never shot Metallica.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to hear back about that in November. I've already applied, so I'm crossing my fingers and trying to figure out who to bribe, but I'll get there somehow. Other bucket lists, I think Metallica's number one just to shoot. I don't know. The Cure was wild, though, too, because like you said for the lottery, the first 40 photographers get to shoot, so you better line up. So I ran and just said, I can't shoot anything else. And I was like number 19 because so many people just waited over an hour and a half to shoot one song from The Cure.
Wow.
And I got it.
Well, I saw your pictures of Corey Taylor from Slipknot are excellent.
Thank you.
Your Tool pictures are great, too.
Yeah, I got some of those in St. Louis as well. So, like, those that were at the arena, like the 2 times they came to the arena. The big bucket list cross-off that last year was Rage Against the Machine.
That's
in
cool.
Chicago, the show where he hurt his leg. So I have
Lucky
the actual.
you.
I know, right? I have the actual footage of me in the pit with him moving around in mobile still.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's that rare thing. When I came back, like, what the heck happened to him? He hurt his leg. Oh. And he just did the whole thing show. Still the best concert I've ever seen, like individual concert.
Do you sell your photos?
I do. I can sell most of them. Not all, because sometimes there's releases and stuff, but a lot of them I can. I think my best selling is the Soundgarden one because I saw Soundgarden less than 3 weeks before he passed away on the final tour.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was a weird thing to wake up to.
Yeah.
So.
My
Nice
husband
down.
and I-
Sorry to down everybody. I'm sorry.
We collect rock photography at my house, so I have some like Charles Peterson's Soundgarden photos from like the 90s and stuff. And so
it's
I'm
on my
always
portfolio,
looking
so
for it.
I can show it to you like during a break or something.
All right, well, let's do this Craigslist Freak of the Week thing here. All right, so it's the playoffs. It's round 2. Round 2 of the playoffs. So 4 ads that have made it through round number 1 are now competing to move on to round 3 of the Freak of the Year playoffs. So the top 2 vote getters today will move on to the next round. All right, you guys ready? So you guys will vote via Twitter or X at Rizz Show, and we'll see how it all plays out. Luke, of course, we want your opinions.
Absolutely.
On these ads. So, Lern, ready to get into it?
Yes.
We have the number 2 seed, the number 18 seed, the number 10 seed, and the number 18 seed going. I'm sorry. I got it written down. 2, 7, 10, and 8. There we
All
go.
right.
2, 7, 10, and 8. Lern, coming at you.
Looking for a woman, up for anything, men for women. 36 years old, Vancouver. My brother and I are very close, and his 30th birthday is next week. Looking for an adventurous woman who is willing to have a threesome with me and my bro. You need to be between 20 and 30 years old, dark-haired with huge knockers, double D's or bigger, nothing sloppy, please. You're my gift to him. You'll show up at his house next Friday night around 7. You two will have some drinks and start in on each other. After about 45 minutes, I will join in. He won't know the plan. It's going to be a surprise. We've never had a threesome together, and I'm sure he won't mind sharing you. It'll bring us closer. We won't be doing anything to each other, but it will be pretty hot watching little bro get it on with you. I'm not going to lie. Please be generous to both of us. Let's make little bro's 30th a memorable one. We can talk about pay afterwards. Hit me up, and I'll send you a pic of the birthday boy. You won't be disappointed.
All right, that is the number 2 seed in our competition. Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Super Smash Brothers.
I never caught the part about we are not talking about pay until afterwards. That seemed like a good deal.
There's a couple layers here, and I don't think anybody's ever brought this up before. So Little Brother's 30th birthday is coming up. Mm-hmm. okay? You're just going to show up at his house
As a surprise?
like, so, hey, bro, I got you a lady.
Yeah.
I'm going to be over at 7 o'clock.
Oh, I'm
Have
not
fun.
leaving either. What
Have
in the
fun.
world?
You two have fun.
Right. I'm going to come back.
And then he comes back
Yeah.
as a surprise.
Like at first, it's kind of cool.
Another
Like,
birthday present, bro.
little bro, like, oh, I'm hooking you up with this chick.
With a hooker.
Yeah, this is kind of norm. People do this.
Do
But
they?
but they never show up. Your brother never comes back. You know?
I'm just thinking the next Thanksgiving dinner when the family's around is going to be the biggest, most awkward nightmare.
Right.
Wow. How would you do that? So, boys, you see each other lately?
Oh, man.
I don't have brothers, by the way. I'm assuming this is never a normal thing ever with
It's
brothers.
never normal.
Has
Okay.
your brother ever gotten you a hooker?
No,
Rafe?
not that I can remember.
No, and I'm a little upset. I have two brothers, and neither one of them have ever been that thoughtful.
Well, I can't say the same about my brother, so okay.
Well,
That was Super Smash Brothers. The second seed, number 2 seed in our competition. Moving on to ad number 2 this week. This is the number 18 seed. Lern coming at you.
Be My Baby, Man for Man, 46 years old, Toronto. Good day, fellow gentlemen.
Good day.
I'm looking to connect with a like-minded new friend. Are you ready to be my baby? I want to be your daddy. I'm looking for a man who is willing to become a baby. Take off your adult clothes, step into a new pair of diapers, and suck on the pacifier that I'm going to provide. Need cleaned? I will bathe you. I will feed you. You will be my precious child. Never worry about a place to stay because you'll always have a home here. Plus, you're going to have your own crib. I miss taking care of my youngster ever since my last kid left me. That's a sad story for another
I'll bet
day.
he did.
I'm a sweet father who loves to teach lessons, firm discipline, and raise a loving kid. Also, must be STD free, uncut, and stacked. I will test weekly.
Okay. That's the number 18 seed, Todd Lur.
Toddler.
Todd
Gotcha.
Lur. First name Todd, last name Lur. So this made it through round number 1 with 27.2% of the vote. I think the one aspect of this that got us was I miss taking care of a youngster since my last kid left me.
Yeah, that's what stuck out to me too, because you tried once. It sounds like, and
But is he
Gone.
talking about his real kid?
And they grow up so fast.
that day he did. He really grew up that day.
Yeah.
Is he talking about maybe his real kid?
Yeah,
or is he talking about another
I think it's another
role play thing?
role play.
I hope so. Also, he said they would make sure he's fed. Is this like an attempt at breastfeeding because he's a baby?
Oh, my God. It's like the movie Barbarian.
Oh,
Oh, man. Forgot about that.
What is that?
You need to watch it. It's
No,
on
I don't.
HBO.
Yes,
oh,
you
yes,
do.
I do. It's good. Justin Long and
It's good.
underground
be-
nipples.
Must be STD, uncut, and stacked. And I will test week
Duh.
for a baby.
for a baby.
For a baby. Is there a section for that? A Babies R Us? Like you actually go shopping for that? I don't think
man.
How big is that crib, by the way?
Enough for,
Oh,
for
yeah.
an adult.
Good luck asking for those diapers. I need diapers for somebody who's uncut and stacked. Where would I
so.
find
They don't have
those?
that on the Pampers,
Those are-
like on the Pampers
Those
description.
are on the end cap.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All
Sorry.
right, that's Toddler, ad number 2 this week. On to ad number 3, the number 10 seed. Lern coming at you.
Man for Woman, 49, Vancouver, Canada. Do you like spaghetti dinner? I'm looking for a dirty girl to go to dinner with. No, really. I'm looking for someone really bad smelling. Hear me out. No fun time necessary. Just please don't shower and be willing to part ways with your worst looking thong. Picture this. You wearing the same G-string for a week. Please do not wash. Bonus if there's holes in them. Wear them out. Maybe go to the gym and hit the sauna afterwards. Don't worry if there's stains, even if it's you know when. The more mystery, the better. We will go to dinner somewhere nice. You will not smell that good, and that's okay because this is my appetizer. It's okay if people are staring. After we have our main course, you will then ask for a to-go bag. After your food is boxed up, you're going to go into the bathroom, take off your panties, and put your tattered and battered G-string on top of the spaghetti. Make sure to seal it up real tight to lock in all that freshness. Come back to the table. We're going to exchange to-go boxes, nothing else. I will leave first because I can't wait to get home. Dessert time. Feel free to keep my number for future dates if you have a good time.
All right. There is your number 10 seed. We called this freak Jerry Can Smell.
I want us all to collectively think of that G-string.
I'm sorry, you got a little G-string on,
You got
on your face.
a mound of spaghetti and then a nasty, gross, worn for a week G-string that smells disgusting.
What's the song on top of spaghetti?
Yeah.
All covered with cheese?
Was
that too far?
The cheese
Everything
part,
else that's
I
been
think.
said is
How dare
okay,
you.
but
I think
that's
the
too
cheese
far?
part.
Covered with cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so wear a dirty thong to dinner. And then when we get to go boxes, you slip into the bathroom, put your G-string, your dirty, smelly, cheese-covered G-string on top of the spaghetti, seal it up, and transaction complete. Save my number for later.
If you have a good time, yeah.
What if you got the wrong to-go box? Like it was that classic thing where they trade the wrong box and you sent it home with the wrong person?
Yeah.
That's going to be a little awkward. Little awkward.
Yeah.
There's a lot that go wrong.
Jerry Can't Smell. That's our third ad this week. Craig's Freak of the Week, round number 2. And finally, ad number 4. Lern coming at you.
Man seeking pregnant woman, 53 years old, Halifax. Baby bump and looking to hump. This is exactly what it sounds like. I am only aroused by pregnant people, preferably 6 months or higher, as this is when you will definitely be showing. Expecting mothers do it for me. I lose control when I see a woman giving off that motherly glow as she waddles towards me with her large round belly. The bigger, the better. And the heavy knockers that are filled with milk. Baby.
This man really paints a picture.
Barbarian again.
Baby isn't the only one who wants a bottle. If I can put my hands on your swollen tummy and feel the baby kicking, that will really set me up for next level pleasure and excitement. Hearing this, you may be thinking that I'm a weirdo who gets off on what's considered taboo, and maybe that's partially true, but after years of therapy, I realized I was the oldest sibling, and I lovingly watched my mommy prepare to deliver my younger sister, and that manifested into this fetish for me. At least it isn't full-on Oedipus complex.
Oedipus.
Oedipus.
Every time.
I screw this up I don't know what it is. Oedipus complex. It's just a dude who thinks all pregos are his cup of tea. But if you look like my mom, that's not a deal breaker. In fact, it's a bonus. She had brown hair, blue eyes, so feel free to send pics. After we have sex, we can pretend that the baby is mine. I can keep a secret. Real daddy doesn't need to know.
Oh, man.
Hey, hello.
Who is this therapist?
Right.
Years of this therapist?
I don't think he's going to the therapist anymore.
Yeah.
That'd be good for him for trying therapy,
Was
you
the
know?
therapist in his head, like he imagined it?
The therapist is probably like, I'm going to need to see you every 2.5 days. This guy's going to be my career.
Oedipus complex is when you want to bang your mom.
Oedipus.
Yeah, that's
that's
when
when
you're
you have
He
attracted.
killed his
sex with your
father
mother.
so he could be with his mother in the...
Very Freudian.
Yes.
The number 7 seed in the competition, Preg Berube. Preg Berube.
This is a competition, guys. This is a competition.
This is a man looking to have sex with a pregnant woman, and can we pretend the baby's mine? I can keep a secret. Real daddy doesn't know. Doesn't need to know. And the fact that he wants you to maybe look like his mom, that pretty much over
Next
the top.
level.
His mom with big milky knockers.
Yep. All right, there you go. There are the 4 ads. You guys will vote via Twitter at RIZZ Show. You got the Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers. This is a brother who's very close with his brother who's celebrating a birthday, and he wants you to come over and be his brother's gift. Oh, yeah. And he's going to join in, too. He wants a threesome with his brother, basically.
Okay, for the birthday.
Yeah.
Then you got ad number 2, Toddler.
Oh, this is just a sweet father who loves to teach lessons, firm discipline, and raise a loving kid. Ever since his last kid left him, he's missed having a kid around. So why don't you come over and be that baby? Are you ready to be a baby? He's going to be your daddy.
All right, you heard from Jerry Can't Smell next.
Oh boy, Jerry Can't Smell. He's going to actually he's going to buy you dinner. You're going out for spaghetti dinner, and then at the end you're going to get a to-go box. Go in the bathroom, put your panties on top of the spaghetti, and let him have it for
Dirty
dessert.
panties. Weak-worn.
Weak-worn, sweaty, dirty
sweaty,
panties.
nasty panties.
Spaghetti.
Holes in the panties.
And then you just heard from Preg Berube. All right, guys, we got to endorse one of these.
Oh man.
We got to endorse one of these. Now, the top 2 vote getters will move on to the next round. But we can only pick one here in this room. I start with you, Lern.
You
Who
know,
will you be endorsing this week?
Every week we whittle this down, so, but Preg Berube, when it comes in out of nowhere for this, it annihilates everybody. So I'm going Preg Berube again.
Preg Berube, the man with the Oedipus complex.
I just can't deal with him wanting to put his hand on the belly and the sex, and
pretend to the baby's mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Luke Spencer.
I endorse no one. They're all awful people.
Yeah, I need
but
to
I know
endorse
the
somebody.
game, though. I know the rules. I just wanted to get that out there as my voice clip saying that I endorse none of this. Also, number 4, the fact that it's so not only Freudian, but so tripped up in rationalization. You may think I'm a weirdo, but I've been going to therapy. No, sir.
No.
Everything you've done is awful, but everything else. Also, were all these Canadian?
Almost all of them.
Yes. All of them Canadian. Two Vancouvers.
Okay, so what's
Toronto.
going on at Tim Hortons that's causing all these people to go insane?
Halifax.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm putting Luke Spencer down for Preg Berube. Rafe Williams.
Yeah, I'm going to follow suit. I'm going to go Preg Berube, dude. I like his style. I like his style a lot.
That is an endorsement.
Yeah, I like the way he broke it down and then defeated his own argument in the next sentence. That's my guy. He's like, that's not a mom thing, but if you look like my mom, that is a bonus. I like that guy.
Okay. Rafe going with Preg Berube. King Scott.
Yeah, it's between Can Smell and Preg, but I think I got to go with Preg. Just, the Oedipus complex is a little concerning there. So I'm going with that one.
All right. Nobody's considering Super Smash Brothers? I mean, this is a guy that's going to get a hooker for his brother and then join in. Surprise, he's going to love it.
But I have a
I
feeling
know
the
like
brothers-
5 sets of brothers like that.
I think you guys are missing something. I think you're missing something. The 3 out of 4 of these, by the way, have some sort of relative thing. And the reason we know about what an Oedipus complex is and the Freudian thing is because that's like a thing. We've heard about that. That's something that happens to kids that are on trauma, all sorts of whatevers. Guys, Todd Lern wants to role play you being a baby, first of all, talking about sex, talking about uncut stuff. So, A, you're a baby in his role-playing sexual fantasy, and it has to do a connection with his children.
Yeah.
His kids. Todd Lern takes this hands down
I think
for me.
you just won the...
I can't argue with you. I mean,
Because,
I don't want to support anyone. So,
Right.
yeah.
I'm sure there's a name for that, and we don't know it because it's that far out. The Oedipus thing, not that that's okay, but I'm just saying, we see that, and this is the outlier. Todd Lern is the outlier.
You're
to
changing?
me.
I think so. I'm going Todd Lern. You won. That was a good... Thank you.
Todd Lern is wild.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's bad, but...
He misses taking care of his youngster.
We're talking about
since his
role play,
last
though.
kid
Yeah, there was a last kid.
Role play of,
We're talking about role play,
of his
yes.
children and a baby.
And at least I've seen that, there's all these fetish shows, or you hear about it in the news, and there's communities of people
There's
that want to be
communities like
babies, they want to have their diaper
But
changed.
not with their kids in mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They want to be babies.
So
That's
there's
the
an
Oedipus
adult
thing.
daycare going on somewhere?
Oh, yeah.
Like the
We've had people reach out.
Oh, I
It's a
learned
whole
something I did
community.
not want to today.
The baby thing we see a lot when it's role playing. They want to be the baby. They want to be the one that's taken care of. They're looking to a mother figure. Again, we see that a lot. We don't see where somebody wants to have sex with the role playing baby.
I don't know. To me, it's Super Smash Brothers. I know I'm probably going to lose,
Not a bad pick. Right now, the voting is crazy.
but I think the fact that this guy in his mind says, I'm going to get my brother a hooker, and then I'm going to surprise him by jumping in,
Right.
and he's going to think it's awesome.
Hey, could this be one of these things where he really just wants a hooker and he is really weird about it and he thinks this is like an excuse? It's almost like a gateway, this is my in to do this.
Isn't that a thing where you give someone a gift that you actually wanted for yourself?
That's what I mean.
But it's just to an extreme, awful level.
That's what I'm reading out of this guy. It sounds like he wants to do this thing and wants an excuse so he doesn't have to say, I hired a prostitute.
Yeah, The
for
Simpsons did that with a
myself.
bowling ball Homer gave to Marge.
Yeah.
This is a little bit different than a bowling ball.
It's so he can say that he didn't hire a prostitute for himself, but he did.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
while you're here.
This wasn't my intention.
All right, so it's Super Smash Brothers, it's Todd Lern, it's Jerry Can't Smell, it's Preg Berube. Vote on Twitter at RIZZ Show. Top 2 vote getters move on to the next round, and we'll have the winner tomorrow morning when we sign on. All right, quick break. We'll come back. Lern's got crap on celebrities. Luke Spencer is here. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel, Rocked. We'll get into some of your newer videos.
Sure.
After the break, got a couple good topics here, including artists who hated their own songs.
Yep.
And I love the extremely misunderstood songs.
Yeah, there's a lot more than people think, even famous songs that people have no idea about.
I love the songs that are played at weddings that people think are sweet, but are actually not sweet in any way.
They're bitter and brutal.
Butterfly kisses, vulgar.
They played that at my graduation,
mean-spirited.
actually, which is also weird.
I think the one that sticks out in my mind is Lips of an Angel from Hinder.
Awful, yes. And there's a Kids Bop version of that. Think about that.
There can't be.
I swear on my life.
Lips of an
It
Angel.
wasn't even that big of a song.
Well, the kids know it now. So
Oh, no.
It was a pretty big song at the time.
Yeah, for a minute.
We were playing it. But it's about a guy cheating on his...
with her in the next room, literally in the next room.
It's about a guy cheating on his girlfriend.
With the, not a, like a.
I'm not sure if they get into that.
I think
Do
it's
they?
very specifically because that
But it's played at weddings because people think it's a
here's
sweet
what I know
song.
about that band. We met their manager. We were in between managers. And we met their manager. And they're like, "Hey, I'm the best manager around right now because I took a song about a to number one." That was his claim.
Well done,
There
sir.
you go.
Austin
I took a
Winkler.
job about
Austin
this.
Winkler
Yes,
is the guy's
yes.
name. The fact that I know that.
Yeah.
I know he
Can't
left the
name-
band too.
And can't name half the salespeople here is just astonishing. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. There's still a lot of racing left in 2023 at WWT Raceway. NHRA Midwest Nationals are September 29th to October 1st. Get your tickets now. We got a left lane closed due to a crash. 44 westbound at 270. Your point forecast, possible showers south this morning, but most of that's all going to be gone by 9 o'clock, by right around now. High of 83 today. Right now it is 66 at the Point Studio. Your point forecast is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got?
Trailer is back for more. Kanye's trying to sneak back into music. Who's jealous of Dave Grohl? Yoga with robots and the best rappers of all time. We trash another list.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crap on Celebrities. Stay there.
Out-of-town bank.
Program Crap on Celebrities here in just a moment. Luke Spencer joins us from YouTube's Rocked page. And some of your latest videos. If you're a music fan, make sure you subscribe to Luke's page here.
Appreciate it.
You do these top 10 lists.
Yes.
And the last couple you put out piqued my interest. Artists who hated their own songs.
Yes. I did a follow-up on songs that the bands themselves hate, despise, loathe. They hate playing it. They hate performing it. They just hate everything that it exists and tied to their name.
So it became a hit song, and they get tired of playing it.
Yeah.
Because, if you go to a Def Leppard show, you're going to hear Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They're probably so sick of it.
I think that's one of those groups that actually is okay.
They want to play their newer stuff. They do not want to play like the classic Def Leppard that got them where they are in the first place, that they've been playing for 40 years, 45 years. Like, they have to be sick of that.
Like, so Moon, are you tired of playing It Doesn't Matter Anyway?
No. I there was a time during the Story years where we were in Toronto. We like co-headlined a Point Fest, basically, like main stage, huge.
Cool.
I mean, giant. I forget what the station is, but they're an incredible station. Treat the bands well. Fans are amazing up in Canada. And my band at the time, or the majority of the band, like really hated playing Until the Day I Die.
Oh, I bet.
Big single.
The big one.
It was everywhere.
Which to two of us, it didn't make any sense because we're like, but it's awesome because the crowd, everyone knows it. Even people that don't know our band love that song.
Yeah.
They'll know that song, and we're at
And
those.
people would be pissed if
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't play that.
yeah.
And they were. And
Pissed.
they
Oh, you didn't
were.
play it?
We did not play
That's
it.
gutsy, too. Especially back in the day. Yeah.
It wasn't planned. It got to the end of the set, and I remember it clear as day, man. Guy runs over and goes, "One more song." And we were about to put out the second record that was like heavier and more metal, and they're like, "We can't play Until They Die. We got to end with the metal song." And two of us were like, "I don't know." And by that point, the drums had started, and we did it. And I remember every fan that I met the entire rest of the night was like, "The hell were you doing?" And I was
The
like,
only
"Man,
band I know that
don't
get away
know,
with
I
that
don't
is
know."
Tool. Like, Tool doesn't
Yes.
play sober.
Yeah.
Arguably, their biggest song is probably sober.
Yeah, radio-wise, that's probably their
Radio-wise.
biggest hit.
But they could get away with not playing it.
Yeah.
And people not be overly upset.
And people expect that. Like, they know, like, they're
Yeah.
going to do what they're going to do
Yeah.
and just shut up about it.
I love it, man. As a performer, like I just want interaction. I'm there to like make a connection. And if it's a song that just happens to be the single, or maybe it's the simplest song to play, maybe it's my least favorite song to play, if it makes a connection, I'm on a high. I'm loving it.
All right, I'll name a band, and you tell me if they don't play the song, people are going to be pissed. Chili Peppers. If they don't play what, are people going to be pissed?
We'll say Under the Bridge.
I think I'd say that, too.
That's what I was thinking.
Or Give It
also.
Away.
I thought you said Roller Coaster.
And Under the Bridge, for a band like that, I can understand maybe it's not their favorite.
Maybe it's not the vibe for the concert they're trying to do either. Maybe they're trying to do something more
I'm going to
energetic.
say Give It Away.
I can imagine bands that like kind of like have this like a big shift, and maybe it's a big long curve that's a shift, but like the band now isn't the band that started.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like 311, when you see them now, like it's a really well-rounded, awesome kind of chill show.
Yeah.
But when they were playing, I was just talking to my buddy about this, when they were playing in their early days, 90s, and they're playing like half-hour sets, it was like super high energy.
Right.
And if that's what you think you're getting, that's not necessarily what you're going to get at a 311 show. I mean, you're getting that, but it's much more of a well-rounded show, right? I can see how a band has sort of evolved or matured or whatever that doesn't want to do their like rapcore stuff from 1993.
All right, if Green Day doesn't play what, are people going to be pissed?
Oh man. Like my first, whatever pops in my head first, I'm just like When I Come Around. I feel like
I'm going to say now it's Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
I was going to say American Idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you go to a Green Day show and they don't play Basket Case, was it
too,
even a Green Day show?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's all solid entries, too, for Green Day.
Metallica. If they don't play Water, people
If they don't play Inner Sandman, is it a Metallica?
I know. And that's the one that it's so weird because Metallica fans are the people that hate Metallica the most. They'll complain about Inner Sandman,
Yeah.
but then they go to the show and don't hear it. They didn't play That's how all Metallica fans sound, too.
They're going to be so pissed at this tour, though, because they're not playing the same set for any show.
Two different sets. So one of those groups can't have Inner Sandman.
Unless you go to both shows.
No.
Oh, yeah.
You're telling me one of the sets doesn't have Inner
Correct. They
Sandman?
said
they don't
two
repeat any
totally
songs.
different sets. Yeah.
They don't repeat any songs.
In St. Louis, it'll be two different sets on the Friday and
That's
Sunday.
asinine. Are they just trying to get me to buy shows tickets to both
Probably.
shows?
Yeah, some people already have.
Okay,
I know
and
that.
give a unique experience for each
Crafty
Like
city.
you'll
businessmen
hear
they are.
Master of Puppets one day, and then the next day you're not going to hear it.
Well, also like One. I feel like that's one that they have
One's
to
a great
play.
one too. Master of Puppets is also there. They might play St. Anger the song on both days.
No.
Just to treat everyone. Just a nice little treat.
And I'll admit that there are songs that I don't like playing more than others, but that's only because it's like it's more difficult, or it takes something out of me that's hard. You know, I don't know. Like some are like really intensive songs to perform.
Sure.
So of course those are my least favorite because my mind is like super zoomed in on something.
Hey, listen, if you go to Garth Brooks and you don't play Friends in Low Places, people are going to be pissed.
Thunder Rolls.
Yeah, Thunder
right.
Rolls.
Thunder Rolls.
Right.
All right, so give me some bands or artists who hate their own songs.
Okay, classic rock style. Go back to The Who. Pinball Wizard was despised the moment it was conceived.
But
I thought that
that's
was
because,
wild.
Did they say this because it's hard to catch? Like even with the Moon era, like
It wasn't even so much that. He said he was so embarrassed by writing the lyrics and the melody to it that after it was finished and submitted, he was embarrassed and tried to write in the lyric liner notes how ashamed of it he was. The rest of the band all outvoted him, saying, no, this is great. I just love that story because he was so adamantly disgusted and ashamed of
Are we
himself.
talking Pete
Townsend, right?
Townsend?
Yeah.
hey, I can
Well, it's part of a rock opera.
I can understand.
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, but sometimes you can wrestle with a song and it just becomes your worst enemy. I mean, Greek Fire's most successful single was a song that I had written that I spent months on, and I thought I crafted something great, and I still think it was great. And when we got in, the guy we were working with just goes, "Yeah, you don't have a chorus." And he's like, "We're tracking vocals at 9 a.m." And I stayed
What
up.
song is this?
Top of the World. I rewrote the entire song, changed the concept, did the whole thing in 6 hours overnight on this purple couch in the living room, and tracked vocals at 9 a.m. And I was like upset that I had to bury this. I had to bury this child of mine that I had written for months, and build something else real quick. And I didn't listen to that song for a year because I thought it was trash.
Well, Pete Townsend hated Pinball Wizard, which became...
poor
You're in
job.
good company with Pete Townsend then.
So I can understand not having a great experience on the writing side.
Well, now they're
thinking
stuck.
something.
They're stuck playing this song for the last 50 years.
At least. And it's not going away.
Next one.
Another one way later in the game, 9 Inch Nails. Trent Reznor said The Perfect Drug is not even in the top 100 of his best written songs.
Oh, really?
Not even close.
Whatever, man. The Lost Highway soundtrack.
Yeah, and that's what it was for, too. He said he was, hired out to do that. And that's the 90s, where no matter how bad the movie was, the soundtrack was fantastic.
It was.
Judgment Night.
Yeah, Godzilla the movie.
Yeah,
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah, so much good stuff. He said this song had no heart to it. And he just could not stand the way it was written. He could not get a conception of the movie he was doing. He just did not like it. And he said, of the quote, out of the 100 best songs I've written, it's not even in the top 100.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a wrestling match.
And see, I would rather him play that rather than Hurt. I can't stand go. And he
I
plays
love Nine
every.
Inch Nails. I Hurt is my least favorite song.
Really?
Man,
Okay.
and I've seen him so often, and they always close with Hurt. And I'm going,
Always.
damn it, I don't like. I want to hear literally anything else than that stupid song. I hate it so
I
much.
hate the Johnny Cash version too.
Yep.
Oh,
next
yeah.
one.
Oh, man.
Damn,
There's going to be
dude.
some hate mail
Fight
today.
That's
You,
good.
you got to remember when people are saying this kind of stuff, when you're hearing these things, these quotes, that we don't get the opportunity to see it from the outside.
Sure.
We had to like have a concept and then like, screw over the concept to get this and then fit this here. Like it's just it's a wrestling match sometimes.
Yeah. So another good example of a good attitude about it is Wait and Bleed from Slipknot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey says it's the most overrated Slipknot song by a long shot. It's difficult to perform. He doesn't look forward to it every time they do perform it on songs because they don't do it every single show, but most shows.
Really?
But he also says, even though it's difficult to perform, and that's one of the reasons why, he still loves to do it because it's a good problem to have, in his own words.
Right.
So he has the right attitude about something like this. It's not Radiohead with Creep, who they hate that song. They don't want it about their identity. I know we talked about that last time too. They wish they could just eradicate that from existence. But then you have Slipknot and Corey Taylor saying, no, I get people that love it. I have a difficult time with it, but I'll do it anyway.
Right.
And that's a 2-minute song, so it's
I'll
like
do it
2
for the
minutes
fans.
out of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's move on to the next video is extremely misunderstood songs. And
Yes.
We talked about Hinder's Lips of an Angel, which is a song that they wrote, lead singer wrote about cheating on his girlfriend, and now it's being played at weddings because it's the sweet lips of an angel. This is about my little girl, father-daughter dance.
Is this like,
father-daughter dance.
wasn't Closing Time about abortion?
It was about a birth.
It was about a birth. It's not
Yeah.
abortion.
It had nothing. It was
See,
just
I
like
misunderstood.
Ben Folds 5.
Ben Folds 5 Brick was that.
That's what I'm.
that
oh, yeah,
whole
yeah.
album was pretty much about
Yeah,
that
that's
too.
dark
So
stuff.
No, Closing Time was about I'm closing one chapter of my life because I'm having a kid.
You know,
I
you know
get
what the other song made me uncomfortable at a wedding was the oh gosh, what is Josh is his name, the singer's name?
Josh Brolin.
Josh Todd?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. What's that? What's that?
Buckcherry?
single? Buckcherry.
Buckcherry.
What's that single?
Yeah, I did see that
Some-
crazy.
some crazy bitch or
Yeah, that
something?
she walked
Yeah.
down the aisle to that. I remember that video.
I have seen that at a wedding going, whoa, weird.
Well, today is the 19th anniversary of John Mayer putting out the record, the song "Daughters," which is
Okay.
that is a wedding staple at this point.
Yeah.
Which is a sweet song, like an actually sweet song.
I was waiting for something bad to come.
No.
Okay,
But
good.
that's a song that is a sweet song played at weddings.
Right.
Lips of an Angel, not so much.
Not
No,
so much.
not at all. Man, some of these wedding songs, couples have their song, maybe for a circumstance where they met. But really think about what you're playing for your family and all the photographers are there and stuff. That's
What
what
was
you
your
want to be
wedding
known for. Dance Macabre from Ghost.
Okay.
Because our favorite band her favorite band especially is Ghost. And that was, again, I got her into. And just so it's a special thing. I just want to be with you all night.
Yeah.
It was a nice little thing. And so I felt fine about that. It's like, that's easy. No problem. Lips of an Angel, though. I don't know.
Learn, what was your wedding song?
My wedding song was Everlong by the Foo Fighters.
Okay.
Perfect love song, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mine was Something by the Beatles. Like the
Okay,
song
yeah.
Something.
Absolutely.
Scott, do you remember yours?
Yeah, Fishing in the Dark from Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
Okay.
Romantic?
Remember?
Yeah.
No, we didn't do it. We didn't do like a reception. Remember, we were like on a little peninsula at a lake in the middle of the national forest and just had the family.
Let's just say Master of Puppets from Metallica. That's cool.
Well, I have a daughter named
8.5 minutes. Nice.
I have a daughter named after a Mew song. So we can say
Oh,
that.
that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Mew, am I right? No.
Okay.
All right, so extremely misunderstood songs.
Okay, I got my list right here. The first one that bothers me the most, and this has been going on for decades, is Creed's Clearwater Revival with Fortunate Son. As soon as they hear Red, White, and Blue, they think it's a patriotic
Right.
song.
Yeah.
Go USA, go military. It's not about that at all. It was about people buying their way out of getting
Right, it's
drafted.
about Fortunate Son is a rich person.
Yes.
Right.
Getting out of going into
Vietnam. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Fortunate Son.
they
Yeah.
play that at political rallies, at big USA 4th of July shows, and it just blows my mind. Can you just listen for 1 minute of the lyrics?
Listen to the lyrics. So, a man comes to the house. It looks like a rummage sale.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's because you messed up your house to make it look like.
You needed. Yeah.
You needed to stay.
Right.
You couldn't live out there on your own. Yeah.
I ain't
Same
no
thing with Born in the
fortunate one.
USA, right? Like Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's way more about the current state of America. But again, born in the USA, patriotism, that type of thing. It just, you take one line, your heart swells.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Give me another one.
Another one that I really always never knew until I looked it up for this video, Like a Stone by Audioslave. See, a lot of people had a lot of different ideas about that. Like, is it a love song, waiting for you there? Not about love at all, not romance at all either. It's literally about an older man whose all his friends and family have passed on, and he's just waiting there alone, like a stone, waiting to die and meet them in the next life.
Wow.
That's it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Tim C even said he didn't know what the song was about deeply until way after that first Audioslave album came out.
Whoa, that's extremely depressing.
That
Right?
is, and I will
Yeah.
listen to it differently from now on.
Well, I'm glad I could bring that for you. Awesome.
Thanks, Luke.
Give me another one.
Okay, pulling my list up. Da-da-da-da. Another one that's really just, I kind of get why people were confused a little bit, but I also just listen to the man explain it. It's Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. Everyone thinks about that, a man drowning. They see the visual. He never meant for that. He never meant to be any association with that. It was about his divorce. 100% about his divorce.
Yeah, you always hear about somebody drowning and
Phil
that's
Collins
Phil
didn't help.
Collins.
Yep. Nope, nothing about drowning meant
That's
in this song at all. It's just about his divorce and what he was going through in his head.
That's all I've ever pictured was nighttime scene. There's some guys in the water and someone's trying to get rescued. And
It's the perfect visual and it has nothing to do with
Well,
it.
yeah, I picture like fog over like a dark like a dark body of water.
Right.
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. So, yeah, just about his divorce. That's it.
Do you have one more?
Yeah, I do. I'm a big Slipknot fan, so I'll do that too. About Kill Pop, which came out in the 2015 album, The Great Chapter. Everyone thinks that's about a relationship, a bad situation, a bad love thing. Not at all. It's about the music industry and how brutal it can be, about how broken it can be, and how much it can drive someone insane. But everyone somehow attached that to a bad relationship, a bad marriage, a bad breakup.
Yeah.
I love that Phil Collins, my man, because it says right here, like, Collins felt his divorce coming. And think about these lyrics. Like, they're simple, but they're, like, beautifully perfect.
Yeah.
Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Well, I was there and I saw what you did. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. So you can wipe off that grin. I know where you've been.
Yeah,
all
so
in a pack of lies.
heartbreaking and attack. And, like, you finally get it. But, yeah, everyone just thinks drowning. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. It's so
Because
wild.
they just picked up on that one line.
Yes.
Really?
And that's all you can envision.
You were drowning. Oh, there's a river. I see this
Must have
guy.
been
He's
somebody
watching
down.
That's what it's
somebody
about.
die.
There was no lifeguard. That's what it was about.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it. So, just like you learn these little things, and sometimes it takes years for it to come out, like the Audioslave one. But still, it blows your mind, like how much you can twist things around and not get a song's meaning until you have to hear it explained.
And that, in essence, is what I think the real power of music and the real power of writing lyrics is. And I think a lot of lyrics out there are just meant to be bubblegum and, like, super surface. But my favorite thing to do is write a song that means 3 or 4 different things. It means it means one absolute thing to me. This is what I'm writing this about. But I want it to be something that you can get on a simple level if that's what you want. Or if you want to dig as deep as I'm putting this, you'll find all sorts of what I'm going for here.
Yeah.
So, Luke, did you interview all of these different, like, bands to find this out, or how did you?
A couple. I didn't. I looked them up because they did their notes. The Tim C one with Audioslave, he gave that on his own interview himself.
Right.
That's on YouTube. Some of these I did look up, though. Like I asked something like
Interesting.
Corey or something like that too. So
Cool.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back and we'll do the Crab on Celebrities thing. Luke Spencer, make sure you check out his YouTube show, Rocked, or his channel Rocked, and all these different videos.
subscribe and say you saw it on the Rape Show, and
Yeah.
just leave a comment saying that.
9/17, Thursday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you. Welcome back to the program. Luke Spencer joins us. All right, today is September the 28th. Back in the day, Moon, a big day, 32 years ago, 1991. Ropin' in the Wind by Garth Brooks comes out.
Dude, maybe my favorite.
Ropin' in the Wind becomes the first country music album to debut at #1 on Billboard's pop album chart. It's also the top spot on the country album chart.
It's not roping in, it's roping the wind.
I'm sorry, did I say Ropin' in?
Yeah, it's roping the wind.
I
I
apologize
see
to
steam
Garth
coming from
Brooks.
Moon's ears. Just
No,
from
no,
this
it's
sunset.
no big deal.
apologize
I just
to
want,
Garth and
I just know
Trisha
that
and the
everybody's
entire
going to look it
Garth
up
Brooks fan
today.
base.
Oh,
Everybody's
Just
going to look it
Trisha.
up. I want you to look up the right thing. It's roping the wind.
Ropin' the Wind.
Rodeo, what she's doing
His
now.
stuff is still not on Spotify, is it?
No. Papa Love Mama, The River. That's my favorite.
Boy, he's probably the last big holdout.
No
Who
con-
else is not on Spotify?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think he's on other platforms though. I think he's on.
I thought he was
on Amazon Music.
I thought he was Amazon
yeah.
exclusively.
Yeah, he did.
He does the exclusive stuff. Remember when he
did the Walmart?
he would do like Walmart releases
Right.
only
Yeah.
and like very exclusive stuff.
That same day, 32 years ago, Chris Farley, Chris Rock, Julie Sweeney become members of the Saturday Night Live cast.
By the way, there's nothing worse than Spotify as far as that stuff goes because most people don't know that Garth isn't on there, and they'll go, "Oh man, I want to hear that Garth song," and they'll type in Garth, and it's like the cheesiest,
Yeah.
crappiest, worst stuff you've ever.
Hey, I
Somebody
like Garth.
uploaded
Don't talk
like
about
a
it.
cover.
They're all covers, and then they'll start, and some of them will be close enough until the vocalist starts, and you go, "What was that?
Yeah.
Who knocked out Garth and
Garth
grabbed
is
the
a
mic?"
hard one to impersonate. That vocal, that range he
Yeah.
has, that's a really hard one to impersonate.
Like,
to
who is this?
cover.
Barth Brooks?
Book. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Chris
Garth
Gaines.
Books? Yes, Chris Gaines on Spotify. He may be.
That's
I
the
don't
only
know.
one on Spotify that you get. Chris Gaines.
Exclusive on there.
Also, 32 years ago today, Miles Davis dies at the age of 65. 25 years ago, 1998, Britney Spears drops her debut single, Baby One More Time, that launched her into superstardom. And 22 years ago today, in 2001, the classic Zoolander hits theaters. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crab on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com, 636-600-0188. Breaking news, and thanks to the Rizz Show YouTube chat, actor Michael Gambon, known for many as his portrayal of the headmaster Dumbledore, is dead. Died at the age of
Dumbledore's dead.
82. So that
Not our fault,
Not
by the
our
way.
fault. We did not talk
Well,
about
yeah,
Dumbledore.
Snape killed him. I mean, that's old news. That was in the books, right?
Absolutely.
Spoiler
it
alert.
was.
God,
I thought you said Snoop killed him. I go, oh my gosh.
Snape.
Hey, murder was the case.
Snoop Dogg asked Snape in a new parody.
That'd be amazing.
Absolutely.
That would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Snoop killed him? Damn.
Snape.
Avada Kedavra.
What else is he in? I think the guy's been in a million things.
Has he?
Probably.
Probably.
Because he was way up there when he first started playing Dumbledore.
I mean, out of everything else, right? Like, that was what he was most well known for.
So that's two Dumbledores down.
Yes, it's true.
We're two Dumbledores
The King's
down.
Speech.
Paddington, Judy, the biopic about Judy Garland.
Ernest goes to camp.
Maybe because the original cat died during filming. Or
Yes.
not during filming.
After the third movie.
Okay, yeah, he
In
was
between the movies.
the guy they brought
Yeah,
in.
he came in on number 4, and he had that classic scene where he almost killed Harry. Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Choke, 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 choke.
Yeah. And I love the original guy. I forgot his name, but that dude was spectacular. Old school guy. He was in a lot of stuff. He was the priest in Count of Monte Cristo.
The first Dumbledore?
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot his name. What the heck was his name?
Now I'm going to look it up. Anyway,
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Dumbledore.
Richard something, I thought.
Taylor Swift is expected to attend Travis Kelce's next NFL game. The Kansas City Chiefs telecast saw massive ratings, and now it's believed that she's going to be cheering on her reported new boyfriend at the MetLife Stadium in New Jersey when the Chiefs take on the Jets.
I think we got to stop with this now. Like it's the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce thing is too much.
You don't want to hear about it anymore?
Trailer.
No.
This is it?
Richard.
It's Trailer.
It's Trailer.
Travis and Taylor.
That's the name.
Trailer.
Trailer.
Yeah, Richard Harris.
Richard Harris.
Yeah,
by
Richard
the way,
Harris
was
is the
first
Dumbledore guy.
Richard Harris and Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Finally.
It's getting to be too much.
Okay.
Well,
The
it's
Swifties are gonna
just
come for
begun,
you.
brother.
Oh, the Chiefs are going to have jerseys with Taylor Swift and the number 23. It's going to
just
sell
begun.
so much.
Oh, yeah.
So much.
So much.
I know. Listen, I get it. It's a celebrity couple, and whatever Taylor Swift does, like Taylor Swift has an irregular bowel movement, and it's news.
It is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's a new single.
I'm being yelled
Is
at.
this an anti-Swift
It's not
show?
Trailer,
Because
it's
we need to get
Tavis.
it out there, I guess.
It's Tavis.
Tavis. That's what I'm being told. I'm being
Tavis.
told no. It's Tavis.
It's Trailer, man.
I'm just glad the
They're
Chiefs
trying to spruce it up.
Don't
It's
try to search it
unfortunate.
up,
It's not their
Derek.
fault, but it's Trailer.
After 2 years, Kanye West is working on a new album. A source says Ye is truly in a great headspace. He's been cranking out songs at a rapid pace, completing nearly 10 tracks this week alone. It's going to be closer to the old Kanye sound with less political theatrics than some of his recent endeavors. His last album was 2021's Donda. Snoop Dogg, as we were just talking
Who
about,
killed, obviously.
Dumbledore.
Will be the new
Richard
Dumbledore
Harris.
now.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg should be the new Dumbledore.
Yeah.
That'd be
Great.
amazing.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg may do a commercial for your gin and juice, but don't expect him to actually be drinking it. In a newly released interview with Tiffany Haddish on Snoop Dogg TV, Snoop revealed that he doesn't drink alcohol that he endorses. He says, "What's so cold is they know it, and I can say it publicly. I don't drink none of that ish, and they know what it is. It's like you don't pay me to drink it, you pay me to promote it. So I'm not here to get drunk, I'm here to get money," end quote. Nirvana biographer Michael Azerrad has suggested that the reason that Kurt Cobain was ever condescending towards Dave Grohl was due to his jealousy, recalling that Cobain once called Grohl the most well-adjusted boy in the whole world. And the author told Loudwire, "I think Kurt was partially mocking Dave for being fairly together and so normal. He thinks partly Kurt was making fun of that because he wasn't a freak like Kurt. I think Kurt was a little bit jealous of Dave because he had his life together."
So the story goes that Dave Grohl basically wrote the entire first Foo Fighters record during their Nirvana days, correct?
Yep.
I think so, yeah. Near the tail end, yeah.
Yeah, and Kurt only heard one song that Dave Grohl wrote.
Right.
It was Alone and Easy Target. Was the only song that Dave Grohl ever played for Kurt Cobain, which was on the first record. And I think the story goes that Dave Grohl said that Kurt hugged him and kind of wished it would be on a Nirvana thing. But
Wow.
That's cool.
Okay, that's better.
Good compliment. Yeah.
That is a good compliment. A couple years ago, Elon Musk vowed to make a humanoid robot. Since then, his team has been creating a robot called Optimus, and it was recently unveiled. Have you seen this thing?
Well, I, for one, bow down to Optimus already.
Yeah,
Wish Optimus
You're
well.
gonna want to. I was watching the video of this earlier, and this thing, it's standing up. It has a human body, and essentially it was to take these cups and put them in two different things, and its agility and its human movements are they're almost there. Like it still looks like a robot, but man, it is freaky as
Wasn't
hell.
it dancing? Did they have it dancing?
Not in this video I saw. This was
After they
actually-
had some AI, it'll learn to dance pretty quick.
Oh, God.
And what's wild is it doesn't look intimidating, which makes it kind of scarier.
Yeah, it looks okay.
It looks like a mannequin.
But it's walking, it's sitting, it's lifting objects from the ground to eye level, it's climbing stairs, it's using a drill and a screwdriver. It also showed off impressive displays of balance and coordination. It was doing yoga.
Oh, that's weird.
Now it's over.
And so Optimus is going to be
Once
selling.
they start doing yoga.
Yeah.
The yoga pants will be on it.
You could buy one for $20,000.
Now we're only going to see it in yoga pants for the next 25
Yeah.
years.
You got to buy your robot yoga pants now, too, along
That's
with
so
yourself?
in.
That's awful.
Right. Howie Mandel is passing the briefcase to Joe Manganiello in the newly announced Deal or No Deal spinoff that's coming next year called Deal or No Deal Island. 13 contestants are going to compete on an island, and it sounds like it's a mix of the original game of Deal or No Deal and Survivor mixed
Except
together.
on an island.
On an island.
With Joe Manganiello. Man, his star, dude. Like that guy from tour manager of Goldfinger to Sofia Vergara's husband and star in Magic Mike.
Yeah.
To hosting this, like that dude.
Well,
is
he
like
was
a
in
star of
True
all
Blood,
stars.
right? Is that?
He's been in so much now. Like he's crushed this
Yeah.
last 20 years. Crushed it.
Wasn't he in the Pee-wee movie, too?
Yeah, dude, yeah.
He was,
Yes,
that
he
was so
was.
great. That was so
Yeah,
great in
he's
that, too.
awesome,
Pee-wee's
man.
buddy.
He's awesome.
Anybody going to watch The Golden Bachelor tonight? It premieres on ABC.
What is that?
It's the older people one, isn't it?
It is,
Yeah.
Luke.
Yeah.
That's
No
right.
way.
Yeah.
72-year-old Jerry Turner takes his pick of gray or
Jerry.
dyed-haired Golden Girls.
72.
What?
The ladies are 60 to 75, proving it's never too late to find love.
By the way, you did watch last night
Naked
The
Attraction.
Naked Attraction on Max.
I will be
Are
watching
they
it from
doing the
here on
golden
out.
years of that one?
Have you heard of that show?
I've not heard of that.
Okay, Naked Attraction it's a British show which is on
Okay.
streaming on Max.
Okay.
Where it is a woman or whoever is the kind of bachelor or bachelorette searching for a mate.
Okay.
Her potential suitors or his potential suitors are naked.
in pods, and they lift this door up from the bottom up. So what you see first is genitalia, and then you slowly get to like pecs, their boobs, and then you finally get to hear them speak, and so it's essentially from the top up of a person's body, and you
It's
eliminate.
completely physical attraction.
I was going to say,
first.
the most superficial way to pick a bait. Literally the most superficial.
So
Yeah.
a lot of dong that first episode.
A lot of uncut dong, and the woman was really cute too. Like everybody was attractive.
When
like,
she whittles them down to two guys, she has to get naked too.
yeah.
Oh.
And they tell her what's wrong with her body.
I thought Japanese game shows were the weird ones. No, UK has it locked down now.
Yeah,
and they said
catching
it's the most streamed thing on Max
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
top rated.
Jeez.
Insanity.
You're right. That's insane.
You got to watch it.
And finally,
I don't think so.
the top 10 list put together the best rappers of all time. So we're going to trash this. So, Luke, I'm happy.
yes.
Are you a hip hop fan?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
The best rapper.
Best rapper of all time.
All
this list
time.
is
Of
all time.
total trash.
Okay, here we go. Then I'm happy about this. Okay.
I'm going to say, and where's this from?
This is from thetop10s.com.
Top10s.com,
Oh,
which
it's
is
a reputable
Hey.
site.
very
Clearly
reputable.
factually
Very
based in science.
They
Yes.
did have a lot of like readers quotes saying like this.
I think
is
I'm on a list on the top10s.com, by
Man.
the way. So, yeah.
We're going to talk about writers. We're going to talk about rappers. Because when you start talking about
Rappers,
Twista
right?
and all that kind of stuff, you know, you get into like the speed
No,
guys
these are only
and all
big.
that.
These
These
are
are
only
big.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we'll say B.I.G.
He is number 3.
Tupac,
Okay.
Tupac is number 2.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is number 5.
Eminem.
Eminem is number 1.
Okay. And you know what? A lot of people would.
I get the argument.
I'm going to say
I
he's
got
top
the
5,
argument.
top 6.
I
for
got
sure.
the argument for that.
For sure.
Do we say
Nas?
I'm
Nas?
like really.
Nas has to be on there.
Nas is on there, number 4.
Okay.
Snoop,
Snoop is number 10.
Vanilla Ice.
No,
baby.
not on the list.
Q-Tip.
No,
Are there any ladies on the list?
Yeah,
there's no ladies.
Did you say Cube?
Ice Cube is number 9.
MC Hammer.
Nope. Good guess.
You're doing great, though.
The guys
Keep swinging.
from J5.
Skilo.
KRS-One.
No.
Anyone
Slick
from
Rick.
Anyone from Tribe Called Quest?
Well, I said
Ken-
Q-Tip.
Kendrick Lamar.
No. Kendrick Lamar, number
good one.
7.
Good
Yeah.
pick.
Lil Wayne.
No.
Lil Jon?
No.
Lil Weezy.
No.
Lil Yachty. No. Lil Uzi
Nobody's
Vert.
Lil.
They didn't put Suicide Boys on here, did they?
Suicide
No.
Boys.
No
Okay,
Suicide
okay,
Boys.
okay.
Nelly.
Oh, man.
Oh, Nelly.
Nelly's not on the list.
Ah,
The
trash list.
The last 2, number 8, Rakim, and number 6, Dr.
Oh, wait,
Dre.
Rakim.
none of the principal members of the Wu-Tang Clan?
Who's Rakim? Well, what?
I didn't know who
that
Rakim
name.
That's
was
way
either.
back in the day. That's like Kick Out the Jams. Rage covered one of their songs.
Whoa,
That's
no way.
80s. Yeah.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
Didn't know.
No Wu-Tang Clan, huh? No RZA, Jizza?
Nope.
Old Dirty Bastard, Method Man?
No.
ODB's
Inspector
not
Deck?
on the list either.
No.
Yeah.
What about?
Raekwon the Chef?
Only 10, and these were the 10.
But you said something about Christopher Walken.
Wait, ICP didn't make the list?
No.
Oh.
I know, bummer.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Frankie Jonas, that's the littlest Jonas, is 23. Hannah Mae Lee, that's Lily in the extremely, that's the very quiet beatboxer in the Pitch Perfect movies, 35. Hillary Duff is 36.
I like those movies, by the way. Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, they did
saw the
well.
first one.
Fine, baby.
They're good.
Hillary Duff is 36. St. Vincent is 41. Bam Margera is 44. Naomi Watts is 55. Moon Unit Zappa is 56. Janine Garofalo, former quarterback for the
Yep.
no,
For the San Francisco
Janine
49ers.
Garofalo, the
Yes.
stand-up comedian, got her start on the Ben Stiller show that everybody needs to watch. It's awesome. She is 59. Jeffrey Jones.
Oh, man. Principal Rooney.
Not a great history with this guy. He was Principal Rooney in Ferris Bueller's Day
Howard the
Off.
Duck.
Don't like to talk about him in real
In
life.
2003, he was arrested for possession of child pornography and employing a 14-year-old boy to pose for
Man.
pornographic
Yikes.
He deserved everything he got in that movie. Everything.
Jeffrey Jones is 77 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Brooke Banner. And today's birthday girl has been in a lot of movies, including 13-inch Blackzilla, Are You Smarter Than a Porn Star?, Barefoot Maniac 6, Big Rack Attack, Busty Beauties, More Than a Handful 1. She was in California Hot Oil Wrestling 2, Dear Whore 3 and 4, Double Decker Sandwich 2, Hot Girls in Heat, Jack's Giant Jugs 4. She was in Lern's favorite movie, Manhammer.
That's right.
Manhammer.
And who could forget a role in 2010s, and this would be Scott's favorite movie, White Bitch Sandwich 3.
Ah, it's a classic.
Why are there so many sandwiches? Were they hungry when they were making the movies?
I guess so. Brooke Banner is 40 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrity. So, Luke, on your rock channel,
Yes.
Music is subjective.
Sure.
Okay, so you're making these top 10 lists.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you get a lot of heat from music fans
All the time.
as far as you're wrong.
Yes.
This shouldn't be on that list. It should be ranked higher.
You don't know what you're talking about, and then
Right.
I get a long, lengthy response. Yeah.
So one of your more recent videos, and I hate to spring this on you,
You're fine.
was worst metal fan bases.
Yes.
Worst metal fan bases.
So what I did was I know a lot of good fan bases and bad fan bases. I've seen both. I've seen the great and the toxic. Well, I wanted to take that out a little bit. I wanted to go, hey, let's ask AI Google Bard, the worst of AI. What are the worst metal fan bases? It was not only a weird list, it got oddly complex, and then started being redundant. And some of the bands I never even would have thought would have been on there.
Okay, so when you say worst, how we taking that? Like most annoying?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
The most exclusive.
It gave reasoning for each one. One of the things that kept coming up is they only wear black hoodies or black T-shirts. That's what AI thinks, so stupid stuff. But then it got weird about things. Like one of the worst things they say, the worst fan bases, which I never would have thought of, I don't agree with at all, is Black Veil Brides, saying that all the shows are filled with young girls arguing and fighting over each other. For the band, which I've never seen.
That's
when
what
I've seen
AI thinks. So
yes.
AI took whatever's out on the internet,
correct,
and that's what AI says.
Correct.
Makes
all of the worst fan bases
of the Black Veil Brides bad because girls are at their shows fighting.
It must have been scraping a particular tweet era. From like a Warped Tour session.
Like Reddit threads and stuff like that.
It might have been when Twitter was firing at like 2012 and they were playing Warped Tour because their scene at Warped Tour was 15-year-old gals in cut-off black T-shirts.
Yeah. And then another one was Five Finger Death Punch saying it's filled with too many bros who fight each other at shows and filled with Monster Energy chugging while at shows.
That
is
legit.
accurate.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Sometimes it's true.
Maybe Bard knows what he's talking about.
I know. So I can't say it's not based on truth. One of them, I think it was either number 1 or number 2, was Metallica.
Yeah.
Because of how aggressive and gatekeeping they are as a fan base.
And they've been famous for that since the 80s.
Yes. Ever since that Black Album came out, it became Gatekeeper City.
Yeah.
And no one's allowed to like anything Metallica after 1989.
Right.
Yeah.
At all. Ever.
But yet would get upset if they didn't play Master of Puppets at a show.
And yet are still going to the show.
Yeah, they're still buying
they'll still buy every single merch. That album that came out this year, you better believe it sold. Did they care? Did they crap all over it? Yes. Did they still listen to it nonstop? Yes. Did they buy that vinyl even though they don't have a record player?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so they buying the Metallica Black and Whiskey? Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. And what's wild is like all of those things, these aren't bad things. You know what I mean? Like rabid fan bases that have your back even if they're crazy people. Like that's what everybody's going for.
And pre-orders for like vinyl is like one of the best ways to support a band right now. Guaranteed income and money before the album's out is one of the best ways bands are making money, especially on vinyl sales, which have had such a resurgence over the years. So helpful.
Yeah, you know what bands don't want? Somebody to be like, oh yeah, I like that band.
They're nice.
You know what I mean? Because then like they're not going to hunt down the next thing that you put out.
Yeah.
Give me another bad, worst metal fan base.
Another worst metal fan base. Off the top of my head, I think Slipknot was on there.
What about Tool?
Interesting.
Tool was not on the list, and I thought they would have been, again, because of the gatekeeper thing.
Yeah.
Because Tool fans can get a little on their little
Tool?
soapbox, being a little bit snooty and talking down, oh, this isn't real metal.
I didn't
What
know
about
that I didn't know that I liked Tool because all the fans in high school of Tool that wore the shirts were like the most obnoxious people. So I was like, oh, that band must suck. I'm not even going to give them a chance because I don't like Tool fans.
Right.
And I realized, oh my God, Tool is awesome.
Tool's amazing.
I've been
it's
missing
just the
out.
people that are in the front rows for that show are really high and really angry.
Yep.
I would say
Fans turn you off.
currently Pantera fans are pretty brutal.
Yes, even now with the resurgence, the kind of tribute show that's going on tour, it gets really aggressive and angry. I think they were on the list too.
It's a bummer that Slipknot got that bad rap for a while because it was like a violent rap.
Yes, and it wasn't even the band doing it either.
No, it was the fans, and everybody was like, "Man, I went to a show, and you're gonna get your ass handed to you. If you're not 6 foot, you're gonna die."
The pit is just the entire crowd. No one's allowed.
And they were telling everybody like, "You're gonna die if you go to a Slipknot show." It was like this weird bad rap of like violence, which if that's what you were going for, great. But you could go to a Slipknot show and not get killed.
Yeah,
I've been there many times, and everyone has a good time. Kids come now to
awesome.
Slipknot shows, and it's safe.
You were killed at only one show. This is Ghost Luke here.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Ghost
so
Luke here.
I'm doing good for my corporeal body.
Yeah.
So
all right, we got to take one final break. We'll come back. We'll wrap her up. First off, I want to thank our guests today. First, Robert Height, NHRA driver. He was here earlier.
Yeah.
Go see him at WWT Raceway this weekend for the NHRA event. Also, Luke Spencer.
Thank you, everybody. Love you, St. Louis.
We didn't get to talk about Corey Feldman.
The Corey Feldman experience will be burned in my brain forever.
Oh, my gosh.
It's a miracle. It is a true miracle to see Corey Feldman live.
Yeah, and the video you shot of him, and that was at Riot Fest?
Riot Fest last weekend in Chicago. Massive festival. Great festival, well run. Corey Feldman had legit thousands there just for him. That is not an exaggeration.
Nice.
And from the first minute, thousands of people were very confused and did not know what was going on.
It was a disastrous opening.
Yes.
For the Corey Feldman set at Ride Fest, and Luke was right up front shooting video.
Yep,
Nice.
I got video, I got photos of it. He came out to a forced chant of "Here He Comes, the Comeback King," and the bassist or guitarist said, "He won't come out till you chant it. You want him to come out, don't you?"
Had to chant all that?
Yeah, here he comes. Yes, exactly.
Here he
word for
comes,
word.
the comeback king.
The 7 words, and it went on for a good 30 seconds at least. He finally comes out in his big puffy outfit, which he's changed every song, by the way. New outfit. After 5 seconds, he stops, screams at his band, points to the keyboard as like he's going to just slap her, which is awful.
Oh, God.
And he says, "On the same beat, everybody. Really? We're starting over." To which then a bassist goes, "I can't," or the guitarist goes, "My guitar's not plugged into the monitor. I can't do it."
Disaster.
That's 1 minute. 1 minute in, and that's all that happened.
So you shot that video and it went viral.
Yeah, and I didn't like fancy edit it. I didn't like try to add my own thing. No, here's the footage, guys. Just do whatever you want with it.
Wow.
So what do they do after that? Because that's where the video ends. Like,
Oh man! So
did they
after the
start it
first
over?
song, the comeback, they started it over. They went through the first song, and then on stage there was a giant inflatable screen that you put in your backyard, like from Walmart, like you watch home movies on. They had that, and so he addresses that, going, "So we have this screen, but you can't see it because it's broad daylight out now. But we have some really cool stuff playing. You'll just have to use your imagination."
Wow, I
What a
love
disaster.
that.
He forced a forced chance, and he told the crowd to use their imagination without describing what was on the screen. That was before the second song.
Oh,
Love it.
This was a
I am
30.
the imagination king.
Yeah, I mean, it was it was hypnotic. I could not look away, even though there were other bands performing. Like, I can't leave physically.
The wild thing is, I've heard other reviews that are like, it's pretty inspiring. The dude gives it his all. He
it was
plays
not
as
lack
if
of
he's
effort.
Playing for 100,000. The band is good.
Nobody's questioning his hustle.
No,
Well, I'm just
the
saying, like,
outfits
it's
alone, the wardrobe
wild.
proved his effort. I mean, he was doing a lot of Michael Jackson impersonations. The dancing was there for every song. I don't know how else I can do it justice.
And I would assume that he doesn't need this and is like doing it because he loves it.
I
You know
think
what I'm saying?
he does love it.
You
Yes,
gotta
he does
love
love
that.
to perform 100%. So I can't take that away.
Good for him getting up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, give it up for Corey Feldman.
Absolutely.
Man,
Thousands of
That's
people
wild.
aren't coming to see me do that.
No.
So you know what? He's doing
Yeah,
But
fine.
you do
That's
have
a good
thousands
point.
of people come to your YouTube
They
channel,
do.
Rocked. So make sure you check out Luke's channel, Rocked, on the YouTubes, and all the concert photos.
Yep.
And
Everything on YouTube. I put it on TikTok and Instagram also. Concert photos, footage. I do a lot of videos regarding music, live streams. We have new music night streams every Sunday, playing new stuff that dropped in the week that like publicists and labels send me. Lots of different stuff we do. Rocked, ROCKED on YouTube.
yeah, if you're a music fan, you'll love his channel.
Yeah.
So as always,
Thank you very much for having me
always
again.
welcome here.
Comeback king Luke Spencer.
Today's Pappy's Recappy.
Brought to you by Pappy Smokehouse, celebrating 15 years, locally owned, world famous, 2 locations, including Highway 70 and Mid Rivers Mall Drive in St. Peters. We're about to
We're about to tear into some Pappies
appreciate
today.
some Pappy Smokehouse. Everything we covered on the show today: Rizz news, crap on celebrities. We played Do It Bitch, Moon Edition.
Yep.
And 3 people got shot. And the title of the podcast is Right in the Love Handles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Sorry.
somebody
Are you healed up?
Shooting.
Are you
I
healed
am.
up?
Thank you, Luke, for asking.
Oh,
Yes.
sure.
Hey, don't forget Thursday Night Football tonight. Make your picks, 1057thepoint.com/picks. Do it. Don't forget to see Rafe Williams tonight,
Yes.
tomorrow, and Saturday at the Funny Bone.
That's right.
Check out that great special on
Go-
YouTube too.
Yeah,
It's
check
great.
out the special on YouTube. Thank you, Luke. Thank you. And also, go get tickets at funnybone.com. Help me. Let's pack this bad boy out.
Okay.
Going to be a fun weekend. A lot of special guests, a lot of special treats coming.
Be
your way.
awesome.
Don't forget to vote for Freak of the Week.
Yes,
At our
please.
ZZ Show. It is a big second round playoff edition, and we got some real competitors. It's going to be a competition. It's already flip-flopped. The first and second place flip-flopped a few times
Man,
already.
This is why we do it, guys. This is why we do it. All right, anything else?
That's it, man.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz Member Today, brought to you by Hot Shots, hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Eureka, Andrew Gelb is our Team Rizz Member Today.
Yeah, Andrew.
And he wants to hear this song. Here it is, and we will see you tomorrow. Done it next. Bye.